took away the Heisman this year with 2,362 points and 643 first place votes, outbeating Vanderbilt's own quarterback Diego Pavia with 1,435 points and 189 first place points. Salute to the Notre Dame Go Irish running back Jeremiah Love for being the running back, outbeating the quarterback Julian Sayin with 719 points, 46 first place votes for your first, second, and third place voters. Also, salute to Ohio State for having 3 players in the top 10 in voting. Sure. That is Julian Sayin, who finished 4th, Jeremiah Smith, who finished 6th, and Caleb Towns, the safety, who finished 9th with 2 first place votes, man. So salute to you guys, man. Salute to your teams, and salute to Fernando Mendoza for taking away the Heisman Trophy.
Sure. Let me ask you guys, do you think Fernando Mendoza should have won it? And do you think the Heisman, much like the NFL MVP, is just quarterback centric at this point?
It's very quarterback centric. But yeah, I mean, he won it in that Ohio State game.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody said it. They were like, this is the battle for who takes the Heisman in this football game. And the way he ended it pretty much sealed it, because I mean, you have the ball in your hands all the time. We get it. You make the decisions and all of that. So by that method of madness, congrats. Congrats. You're going to get it, right? Me personally, I mean, Vanderbilt's quarterback, I mean, he had all the numbers. If you want to look at it from a numbers perspective, I mean, it was like he should have won the Heisman, but you get it, you know, the games you play and how you win them. You know, Indiana running one of their first undefeated streaks, the first Big Ten championship in ever, right? So,
and then he had big moments in the Oregon game, the Penn State game, and the Ohio State game.
Absolutely,
the quote unquote Heisman moments. I guess those things help.
Yeah. So, Transformer Bruce, how long are we going to pretend like the best players are in the SEC? How long are we gonna play? How long are we gonna play the charade, bro?
Don't get me started.
How long are we gonna do this?
As a matter of fact, you got a point. There was no SEC representative in the Heisman finalists. I didn't even think about it. No.
Texas Tech.
Pavia. Diego Pavia was.
Oh yeah, Vanderbilt is SEC now. Yeah.
But how? But like, look at the rest of the list.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Yeah.
But where are we in this? We're going to be having these conversations about the strength of the SEC, yet and still the most talented players, those that qualified and got votes for the Heisman Award, the most prestigious college football award, and everybody in those top 10s or whatever, they're Big Ten guys.
Besides Gunner got votes.
But what's the percentage? I'm saying, let's look at the top 10.
Yeah, like 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10. We're going to talk about how great the SEC is.
Ole Miss, 3 out of 10. I'm sorry.
Okay, so where's the dominance that we're supposed to be? I'm just saying,
it's a narrative, man. It's a narrative. You and I and many other people know it's just a narrative, but they have to continue to push it because the powers that be, and because Greg Sankey wields a very large stick in college football.
Here's the thing, though, Bruce. 3 out of 10 is good, but it's not dominant.
No,
3 out of 10 is not dominant at all. How many Big Ten guys?
Yeah.
More than 3 out of 10.
You guys got 4 alone.
So
it's really hard.
You got 3 alone. Yeah.
It's hard to change people's mind when a narrative has been fed to them for decades at a time, right?
But I'm not here saying that the Big Ten is leaps and bounds ahead of the SEC. I'm just saying that the narratives they're pushing don't hold up. They don't hold water.
Listen, you don't got to tell me, Snake. You don't have to tell me. I'm just
and then that notion is far beyond in the past because thanks to the transfer portal, thanks to the NIL deal, because now there's so much more parity. You know, these kids can go wherever they want. This is the 4th straight season where a quarterback won the Heisman off of a transfer. Caleb Williams was the first, going from Oklahoma to USC. Jaden Daniels, what was it, Arizona State is where he was at first, and then he went to LSU. Then they
remember Fernando Mendoza was at Cal.
He was at Cal. Indiana. Who was the one last year? Who won last year? He was a transfer.
Who won Heisman last year?
Was he?
Yeah, he was a transfer.
Who won Heisman last year? I don't even remember.
Let's see. I got it.
Well, while you look that up, yes, it's a narrative, and so there's a couple
Travis
things.
Hunter.
Travis Hunter. There you go.
Ashton Genty. Dylan Israel and Cam Ward were the finalists.
Mhm.
Yep. So Travis Hunter, of course, he was Jackson
None of
State
those from the
and went to
SEC.
Colorado.
Yeah.
So he was a transfer.
Yeah. No, it's hard to, when you get people thinking a certain way about people, or you get people thinking a certain way about a topic, it's really hard to move them off of that. It takes a tremendous amount of definitive information for an extended amount of time because people can make an opinion, but to change it takes a lot of time. Also, because, the college football media on the whole is very pro SEC. So you're constantly being inundated with those talking points.
But last year, Colorado, Boise State, Oregon, Miami.
Listen,
where's the SEC dominance last year?
That's when the parity kicked in, Sneak.
No,
the parity and the NIL took over.
Here's the deal, right? We will see. What do you call it? Likely we'll see a Big Ten team win the national championship this year, right? And they're still going to tell you after 4 years in a row of Northern schools winning it that the SEC is the dominant company. We're still going to hear that.
Let's go back to 20.
Just popped up in the chat right now. Who's still going to kick that BS to you over and over?
Let's go back to 2023. Jaden Daniels, LSU, Michael Penix Jr., Bo Nix, and Marvin Harrison. There's one guy in the last 3 years.
Right. That's a great
one guy.
Point. Yeah.
That parity is a mug, boy.
Bro, I don't have a problem with big upping the SEC. I just don't see what these people are saying.
Because back then,
that's the
SEC had Big Daddy Nick Saban. And Big Daddy Nick Saban got all the best recruits who came after him. The Georgias got all the Big Daddy recruits, right? But now since that portal opened up and that NIL money, so Texas and all them schools and everybody west can now put their hands in the pot. Oh, SEC is done.
Let's keep
going. As far as that dominance.
Let's keep going. 2022. Let's go back 4 years. 4 years, right? Caleb Williams, USC. Max Dugan, TCU.
That's right.
Ohio State with CJ Stroud. And then Stetson Bennett from Georgia. One guy. I'm still looking for the dominance.
You're not going to find it.
I can't go back and find. It's been a long time, bro.
Yeah.
You're not going to find it.
Why you think Daddy Nick went away?
So here's
I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm good.
So check this out, right? As you're speaking to that, the dominance, right? This is not necessarily in the Heisman thing, but my argument has always been with the SEC. We've always known how dirty they were, right? But you have people. No, real talk. See, look, you got this guy in the chat talking about SEC will never fall off. But I always talk about how dirty they were, and that's why they were winning at the clip they were winning. Check out this clip, and you'll know the voice as soon as you hear it. Check this out.
SEC was NIL before NIL.
Hey.
I love that one.
Start it over. What would he say at the beginning?
Hey, we're way past it. Can we now just admit it?
It's all good. Hey, you know what? I say, hey, coach, you've been out of coaching for a while, and how are you going to adjust that NIL? I said, well, it's a minor adjustment. And they said, what do you mean? I said, back then, we used to walk through the back door to cash. Now we just got to walk through the front door to cash.
That's LSU old coach, ain't it?
SEC was NIL before NIL.
Is that LSU old coach?
Yes, Ed Ogeron. It started.
Ed Ogeron,
Make Ed O. By the way, shout out Ed O. I met him at Notre Dame a couple years ago. Cool cat. Anyway, the point is, we're hearing all these people coming out and saying what we've known for years. Former USC linebacker safety Sua Cravens, who also played in the NFL, I believe, with the Commanders. He said that when he was getting recruited from high school, the SEC schools, right, were offering guys money just to come and visit, not to sign there to play, just to come visit. It's been well known how dirty the SEC is. They were stacking up all the talent because they were paying, and no one is saying they were the only schools in the country that were paying, but they were the ones doing the majority of it. All of a sudden now everybody can pay and they're not winning championships the way they used to. Can we stop this?
And
Can we stop the narrative? Come on, man.
That's why Daddy Nick said,
yeah,
I'm out of here.
Yo,
so I heard
all of us can do it because there's a lot of schools that got way more money than Alabama. We know it. Texas alone, that oil money in Texas runs deep. runs deep in Texas, right?
Bro,
Yeah.
How did these big wigs can get there? They're like, oh, we just got to throw money at these kids. We
I
can
think
throw,
it
we
was,
can actually legally throw money at these kids. Oh,
I think
Nick
it was
out of
Colin
there.
Cowherd. Colin Cowherd, I believe, said that Nick Saban said when he was in college, he didn't like to recruit against Ole Miss because Ole Miss would just pay the guys from around that area. And I'm like, pot, meat, kettle. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this was just supposed
got
to be a
more
quick
money.
hit. Sneed
Got
took
more
me
money.
off on the man. We need to
But
stop.
it's true,
that.
bro. If you look at the 2021, you have Bryce Young, Alabama, but then you have Hutchinson, Michigan, Pickett, Pittsburgh, and CJ Stroud, Ohio State.
Mhm.
There's no existence of the things that people are saying when they try to push that narrative. It just doesn't hold water, bro.
No, it doesn't.
That 2020 clock hit. It
The
all
Bama
went downhill.
envy is ridiculous. The bet. All right. So let's go on, man. I ain't even gonna do that. Transformer, what's your quick hit, man?
I gave mine.
What was your?
I started with the Heisman.
Oh, that's how we got here. Okay, I'm sorry. You know what? Because Sneed he redirected us.
What do you mean? I was talking Heisman, bro.
SEC narrative, my brain shorted out.
Well, I still loosely connected the Heisman. We were talking Heisman.
Nah, I got
You,
No.
Bruce. It was Sour Bruce that did it, bro.
It was
You can't
sour,
blame nobody.
sour puss Bruce that came.
Yeah, you know I'm anti-SEC. I got no problem admitting
Bro,
that.
I'm not even anti-SEC.
I'm
I just call a spade, bro.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
For sure. All right. Sneed, what's your quick hit, brother?
I was watching the NBA Cup yesterday. Was watching the Thunder versus the Spurs, and I saw some pretty interesting matchups on the floor. I just want to say that Victor Wembanyama is one of the most interesting human beings you could possibly put on an NBA basketball court.
Yeah.
The Spurs look to be managing his minutes.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely did.
Played seven first half minutes.
But when he was in there, they really wanted to focus on getting him the ball and creating matchup issues. But the Spurs, defensively, they're very good. Lots of young players, young talent that are really figuring out their roles. And Wemby is just incredible to watch. It's really amazing to see how he made a change in his mentality compared to last year. I remember him walking into about 9 threes a game last year.
Yeah.
Right. This year, I feel like they're really making a conscious effort to get him into spots, into these little pockets and triangles within the offense. And his vision is really good, and it's really opening up the offense for him and his teammates. The Spurs, once they figure out who they want to be, because it's kind of starting to form, they're probably the wild card in the West. I know it's the Nuggets. I know it's the Thunder and the Rockets. Those guys are top of the conference. But the wild card has to be the Spurs because it hinges upon the health, availability, and emergence of Wemby, right? So I'm really going to watch them very closely the rest of the year. God willing, his health stays, we don't want to see any type of worries, concerns, or anything. But Wemby's amazing, man. And he presents matchup problems for any team, including the Thunder, which sounds crazy, but it's true.
Yeah. To tack on to your point, man, Victor Wembanyama last year, 8.8 3-point attempts per game. This year, he cut it almost directly in half. He's at 4.5 attempts per game. He's also shooting a better percentage, 0.356 versus last year, 0.352.
What was his points average per game last year?
Points per game was 24.3. This year's 25.8.
So he took less threes. He's taking less threes and scoring more. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's getting to the free throw line more. That's the biggest key.
And he shoots what, like 80%?
84.
He shoots free throws like a guard, bro.
Yeah.
There's not many centers that's shooting at a clip like
But
that.
everybody made excuses for Shaq because he had big hands. What do you think? What
that boy was dyslexic at the free throw line. That boy. See how the ball was so small in his hands?
Yeah, but Wemby's got bigger hands, bro.
But he's more fluid.
Yeah,
more
exactly.
fluid,
It has nothing to do
Shaq
with the
was
hands.
just straight
bro.
raw power.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna push this thing through the backboard. It's going in.
Shaq said Rick Barry offered to work with him on the
I believe it.
on the toilet bowl free throw shot.
Yeah.
He said he wouldn't do it because it didn't look cool.
Yeah, that sounds like Shaq to me. Yeah.
No, but Shaq admitted that though. Shaq
Sure.
admitted that. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I respect it.
Mhm.
All right.
You got a quick hit?
Yeah, I got a quick hit. Where are we? My bad. I got a quick sound. Joe Burrow, man. Joe Burrow. He has missed, I believe, 24 games in his NFL career. Obviously, been to a Super Bowl and an AFC championship game. One of the best quarterbacks in the league when he's healthy, but has issues with health. He was interviewed the other day, and this was his commentary. So he gave some thought.
No, it certainly doesn't change my desire to win. If I want to keep doing this, I have to have fun doing it. I've been through a lot, and if it's not fun, then what am I doing it for? So that's the mindset I'm trying to bring to the table. And I've been through more than most, and certainly not easy on the brain or the body. So just trying to have fun doing it again.
I like Joe Burrow a lot. I don't like those comments though.
He's one injury away, bro.
I really appreciate all the people we have in the chat, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Please give that thumbs up. You don't know how much it helps us. Yeah, go ahead, guys.
He's one injury away from walking away.
Absolutely.
He's basically saying that. He's like, one more of these and I'm gone.
That's mental now, bro.
Yeah.
That's mental. Andrew Luck had that same feeling.
And Andrew Luck did that.
He was ravaged, though. He didn't get – Joe Burrow hasn't been –
No, Joe Burrow's worse.
That is – Andrew Luck had internal organ damage.
No. What I'm talking about is the frequency of the sacks and the frequency of the hits. Like Joe Burrow's been sacked, I think, twice as many times as Andrew Luck has.
So is he? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, just in sheer numbers, he's been sacked more, and that doesn't feel good, bro.
No. So do we think he's trying to? Do we think he's trying to send a message to ownership to say beef up the O-line, or is he saying get me out of here? Like, what are we looking at? I know he didn't say much. What can we extrapolate from his commentary there?
He needs to win soon. The pressure is going to be on the Bengals to protect him, keep the Bengals competitive. I mean, it's got to be two things. Number one, he's got to protect himself well, and number two, the Bengals have to protect him well. If he's not seeing that, it doesn't seem like he's motivated to leave and go play somewhere else. No. There was no indication.
This is an indication of retirement.
Yeah. So, and Andrew Luck's the precedent, right? He did this. He left at Pro Bowl level
at the same age. Andrew Luck was 29.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow said this at age 29.
Interesting.
You get tired of them injuries, Bruce. Bruce, he's had 6 seasons. He's only played 3 of them fully. So half your career you're spending on the sideline. And granted, last year he was dealing with the calf injury. So though he played 17 games, he was running through it nicked. He's like, I'm running through this hurt.
Right.
I'm tired of being hurt. I'm tired of going through recovery. I'm tired of rehab.
Every football player plays hurt a lot. Every NFL player. That's part of the deal. What does he think he's special?
Yeah, but
everybody's pain tolerance is different though, Bruce.
Do you know what he's from? This is from a family that's well to do. He's saying to hell with this. Bro, the best stories are always about guys that come from nothing. That's not Joe Burrow's story.
No, it's not.
Joe Burrow, I got money at the crib.
Yeah.
And I got a $250 million deal.
Yeah. I was getting NIL before NIL.
It's like
part of the reason why Johnny Manziel didn't fight to stay in the league was because there was no bro. This
wasn't a joke.
They were buying
but they weren't as rich as it was.
But they weren't trying to, like he didn't have to fight to get his contract. Like, I'm just saying the conditions are different. There's still some of that mentality to this.
Yeah. So here's another angle that people aren't looking at, but I'm gonna give an angle that might not be popular. If I'm Mike Brown in the Cincinnati Bengals organization, I am pissed.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, we made you the richest player in NFL history when we signed you. We gave you that dough. And then you gave us a hard time last year about making sure we signed Trey Hendricks. We did that. You gave us a hard time about Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Everybody you wanted, we signed. And we know, Cincinnati's not an organization that spends money, but we did all this for you. And do we need to beef up the O-line? Yes, sure. But the point is, he's gotten everything he wanted and has the nerve to stand up there and say this. Even if you feel this way, don't say it publicly. What is wrong with these young cats, man?
I'll tell you what, Bruce.
Oh,
I've seen this before where some people are just insatiable. You can't do enough for them. They'll never be satisfied. And maybe that's what this is. Maybe he's politicking his way into getting 2 draft picks on the offensive line in the offseason.
Or
maybe that's what it is.
Who knows? Because listen, maybe if you're Mike Brown, you say, yo, explore trade options for this guy, because I'm sure there's a lot of teams that would give away their futures for Joe Burrow. He's that dude who's on the field.
I don't think, bro, these guys don't come across that often. Like, people make draft picks all the time and they bust or they don't do anything. This guy's proven to get to the Super Bowl.
You can't get 2 or 3 number ones for Joe Burrow.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying he took you to the Super Bowl.
Agreed. The Bengals.
That's not normal. That's atypical. They've been in the Super Bowl twice, bro.
Prior to him. Yeah. No, listen, I'm not disagreeing with you, Sneed. I'm just saying that maybe it's not worth the hassle. Maybe he needs a new spot and a new opportunity. I don't know.
I don't think he's that motivated to get into a new spot. Like those comments didn't say, "Oh, I can't wait to go and play for Seattle," or "I can't wait to go play for, the Raiders," or the Dolphins. I don't get that impression that he just wants to play elsewhere. Yeah. This sounded to me like he's still hungry now, but there's doubts creeping in his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? All right, good stuff. Good quick hits, man. Those could have been topics right there.
Yes, they could have.
Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and get to it, man. All right. First topic, let's go.
Go ahead and take it off, Bruce. Go ahead and lead us with it.
Stop, man. You
go ahead and lead us off with it, bro.
You can lead off with it, man.
Why I gotta lead?
Go ahead,
the armies were the best, the leaders, the forefront, the command, the sergeants,
front line, bro.
The front line. You don't want it now?
Oh no!
What happened?
What happened to the big bullies of the military?
Transformer.
Big dogs.
I am. I'm respecting my brother and saying you take the lead on this.
So first and most importantly, salute the Chief Sid Bubba for being on the podcast with us yesterday as we witnessed glory happen. We witnessed the comeback. We witnessed that even though I hated him for most of the game, that Blake Horvath could somehow throw a dot in the end zone and make.
I rewatched it too. I don't know why I did that to myself. I rewatched.
Why would you?
I rewatched our freaking live stream, and you was going in on Blake Horvath
because Blake was making horrible decisions. He could have had 4 turnovers, Bruce. 4.
Yeah.
I had a right to be pissed at him. The biggest game of the year. This is game you don't lose. This is our national championship game. This is the Natty Championship, and you could have had 4 turnovers, 3 fumbles, and a pick is what you were going to be on record for having. But he didn't. He only had 1 fumble, 1 pick, and he ended up beating the Black Knights 17-16 because what happened after the 3rd fumble? What happened, Bruce? The 3rd turnover. I'm sorry.
What happened, man? You can tell us.
So 2nd and goal, we're on the goal line. I believe we're about, I would say, a foot away from the end zone. And here we go with the quarterback sneak and Blake Horvath, who I apologize for saying this. I thought he was trying to turn around and pitch it, but 27, I believe, was your safety's name. Went in there and punched it out, actually. So punched it out of his hands, and your linebacker had a chance. He had a slithering chance to jump on top of the football, being up 16-10. And theoretically, the game could have been over or more so out of reach, depending on what would happen. Because at this juncture, we're at about 6 to 7 minutes left of the football game, which is plenty of time, especially with the Navy having 3 timeouts. But
with the Army having the ball and the way they run their offense, they would. But go ahead.
The way they could have. Because you said they played out of character, Bruce.
Yes.
They started playing out of character.
You're right.
Okay. So instead of just flopping on the football, he decided to pick up the football and tried to be the hero. He saw the other side of the field and said, I'm going that way. I'm going that way. I got this. We're going to beat the Navy. Boop. What happened? I fumbled the football, and the Navy jumps back on the football, making it now 3rd and goal, in which Blake Horvath made a miraculous throw to number 22, our leading receiver, and dotted him in the end zone and rose the score to 17-16. But it wasn't over then. The Black Knights had a chance to fight and come back, and they tried to do a little dance midfield. But guess what? A holding penalty will set you back further than a hairline from the 80s. It will set you back far. It will set you back 2-20 on your own side of the field at the 15-yard line. And what do you do after that? You don't trust your quarterback because guess what? You tried to throw the ball. And guess what happened? Incomplete, punt. I have to punt this away. And the Navy said, say less, fam. If you're going to give me the ball with 3 minutes left, then all I got to do is tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. And no, I'm not talking about social media. I got to wind that clock down. And what they do, run the football, run the football, run the football, run the football. Oh, guess what? We're short. 4th and 1, in which my quarterback almost had his 4th turnover, but he miraculously caught the ball that he fumbled and extended the play to give us the mighty chance. So the Navy decided to say, we got big nut energy, big ball energy. We're not going to punt this football away. We're not going to give the Army a chance. It is 2 minutes left. Let's end this football game, and we're going to go for it on 4th down. And guess what they did? They called a play in which number 96, my lineman, lined up in the fullback role and decided to say, 46, behind me. Let's go. Plunging their way for a 1st down, ending the football game. Then after that, it was victory formation for the mighty, mighty midshipmen for the Navy. Hoo-yah. Hoo-yah. After that, the celebrations started happening. The confetti started dropping, and God himself came down and said, congrats, midshipmen. You're welcome. And we said, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
This mother.
Yeah. This is the crazy last 2 minutes of the show's history, bro.
Yo. They said,
Alhamdulillah, we all went to the temple. After that, we got invited to go to Notre Dame and be blessed in the waters of the Golden Dome of the Irish. And we came back with the football. It said, night, night, Black Knights. It is over. 2 years in a row, the Navy has beat the Army in the Navy Army Bowl game. I bid you farewell. Until another 364 next year, you get another try. Thoughts? First of all, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. You lucky I ain't got no sound bar. I'm gonna record myself saying it. Alhamdulillah. I'm just start hitting it. Alhamdulillah.
oh my!
Right next to the button.
You watch the
dream.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Chief said Bubba. Yes, 730 days of pure punishment.
Yeah, bro.
730 days.
No relief.
Pure
No break.
punishment. Yes. You have to deal with that. Cam Newton 2.0 came in.
Damn.
Woo! Fall on the football.
What you got, Sneak?
I mean, I was watching the game. I was hanging out with you guys in the stream. Army was in the game.
Yeah.
They responded, got some points after they gave up the touchdown, and I mean, it was close the whole way. It was, I guess, the game was just always going to be that way. It was going to be a tough scrap, trenches. Whoever seemed to be able to kind of have the edge there would find a way to win. I think the unfortunate part here is the fact that that's 2 years in a row.
Yep.
In which Bruce gets no relief.
None.
You will continue to do your salute, continue to do your intro.
Yep.
Continue. Yeah. And then Transformers is going to keep on singing, bro.
I'm going to
Chief
keep
Sid Bubba is going to
on
keep on
singing.
smirking. Another 365 days. So
64. Yesterday is over, so he got 64.
But I'm just saying, Bruce,
Up here.
I think at some point, bro, you got to stop taking these bets, bro. You know, I don't think you're winning, dog.
Well, this is a bet that he can't unbet. Like this
You
is
can't unbet this.
he can't unbet this.
You can't
This
just
is-
be like, yo,
this is in
I'm
our blood.
tapping out.
This
Like,
this is in our blood. He can't.
No, this is different. No,
Yeah,
yeah, this is.
Yeah,
There's
this
no
is
way
his
out
blood.
of This. This is every single year. This is what it's going to be. Like there's no. There's no.
you got Coach T saying you got to re-enlist into the Navy, bro. Like this is crazy, bro.
Ain't gonna happen, Captain.
come on, put the name on the back of your pants, man.
Bro,
Come on.
I don't, how you, when do they
Whoa.
stop? What's the age cutoff for enlisting?
38.
Nah, I'm done.
I think it's 40. I think it's up higher than that now. I think it's like 41 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
when they need people, it gets up to like 42,
Yo,
43.
yeah,
sometimes.
it gets crazy.
Yeah, nah, I'm done.
If
Man.
if Bruce didn't have flat feet before, he definitely does now. They ain't bringing him in there.
Man, listen, I'm already a disabled veteran. They can't use me. I'm done.
It's over. It's over.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you know that? Do you know they changed that too?
damn,
Depending on the criteria that you're 100% disabled, they could call you back.
damn.
No, I'm
Yep. I read that. I was like, oh, wow, I could still get called?
I'm
Like,
total and permanent.
That too. Me too. What you?
Me.
I'm giving you this criteria. Yes, they can
Oh, yeah?
call us back. Yeah.
Shit, I ain't
Depending,
doubt too,
depending
bro.
on your ailment. So if you were like a amputee and you were totally
Right.
permanent, then yeah, of course you're not coming back. But if you still got all 10 fingers,
That's
10
crazy.
toes,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So I wonder how they handle the pay on that, because they're not
cut it
going to let
off.
you continue to
You cut it off. You temporarily pause it.
until you're done.
Yep. So like
Hmm.
for me, like if I was to get called to go on AT or AT,
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, like active duty.
go mob for like a year.
Yeah.
I have to call Veterans Affairs and say, hey, put a pause on my payment. They're calling me back to active. And then boom. They'll be like, okay, well, call us when you get back. And then
Man,
they'll
look,
just
it's been
restart.
10 years, man. They don't need me, man. They call me in there. They'd be mad. Like, oh, we called you? Get out of here.
Like, get out of here.
Right.
Go get us some coffee.
Although, you know, that active duty paying BAH, that would be cool, though. I ain't
Yeah, no, yeah.
mad at that.
E6, you know, now.
Oh.
E5, I mean, not E5, BAA. Nah, it'll be a nice little check every first and 15th.
So let me say this. Yesterday's game was one of the best football games I've seen all year, in all seriousness. I thought it was an exciting game. Obviously kept me on the edge of my seat for obvious reasons. It was an enjoyable game watching with my brothers. Obviously did not come out the way I wanted it to. Very frustrated with some of Army's decisions, and some of the little things that could have, swung this game in our favor. Obviously, there was the third quarter interception that we believed was a pick six, but he caught it with one knee down. College needs to change that rule. It needs to be down by contact, not that, take a knee and you end the play. That's crazy. And not just because of that game. I've seen it in a lot of weird situations where
Yeah, it happens
that's
a lot.
really, yeah. So just make it down by contact. But, it is what it is. So that one comes back. Obviously, we saw the failed attempt at a scoop and score that, basically could have gone very far towards securing the game for the Black Knights. And, as they were showing the crowd after that, I swore I saw this guy pop up. I heard his voice, the disease of me, right? He talks about that. He wrote it in his book. He talked about it. I was like, Riles, what are you doing there, man? Anyway, it was one of these days. That's something that we got to go to in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine what an amazing experience that has to be, to be there and really experience that. That's like, should be a college football bucket list type thing. But anyway, shout out to the boys from Annapolis for doing a great job pulling out that win. Horvath with the
Dot.
just the great clutch play and the clutch throw
Of the game.
to secure the lead. Absolutely. Frustrating, man. But if we go back and we look at this thing, right? Just some of the key plays. Like I mentioned, what we believed was a pick six that actually wasn't. Navy in the fourth quarter gets a huge interception. I don't know why Cade Helms, Army's quarterback, when he rolled out of the pocket, because he always rolls out right, and then he tries to throw it on the move. That is not what he does. Just throw that thing away. Even if you got a punt after that, I can't remember what down it was. Just throw it away. But you give him an extra possession. And what was one of the things we talked about, Transformer? In a game like this, where possessions are at a premium, you cannot give extra ones to the opposition. Both teams did it twice, right? Now, Army was the one that ended up having to pay for it in the long run, but the fact remains you can't give extra possessions in this type of game. The turnovers, it was rough. And then, as much as I hate to say it, Navy was tougher in the trenches when they needed to be.
Yeah. Yep.
Most specifically on that 4th and 1 to put the game away. Army couldn't get that stop. That was the stop that they needed. And Navy said, get the hell out of my way. They moved us and, they secured it. And then, 3 kneel downs and the game is over. So it was just tough. You spoke to yesterday, and this was what was amazing to me, the almost identical offensive statistics across.
Absolutely.
Like, that was kind of freaky. I don't know if I've ever seen a game where it was that close. Like, all the statistics, that the way they broke, the passing yards for the quarterback, the rushing yards for the quarterback. Yeah.
They both saw the same pathway to victory. They knew what they had to do to win. So they were doing a lot of the same things.
Sure. But it's the funny thing. It's the things that Army needed to do were the things that Navy ended up doing. Yeah. Like, Army going into the game was number 1 in the country in time of possession at around 35 a game. Guess what? Navy had 35 minutes of possession in this game. Army had, I think, 23, 24. That was exactly the formula that Army needed. And guess how it happened? I don't know if you heard it. We were discussing it ad nauseum during the live yesterday, Sneed. When I said, coming out of the break, Army needs a good long drive to take up about half of this third quarter, right? Because I think they got points going into the break. So, okay, you're up.
The field goal.
Yeah. You're up. Right, you're up. And so it's like, okay, let's get a good long drive. Even if you don't get a touchdown, you get a good long drive, take up a lot of time, and maybe you get a field goal out of it. Get some points, get a good long drive. Army comes out. I don't know who they thought they were. Maybe they thought they were USC. Maybe they thought they were Ohio State. Clearly, they're not Ohio State. And they come out and they throw it 3 straight downs and they have to punt it. And I'm all for doing what the opposition doesn't expect and getting a shock play here and there. But you can't.
And you were calling for that.
You are. I was.
Yeah, you were calling for the first play. You said the first play, let that be a shock play. After that, get back to what you need to do.
But it doesn't typically, like when you go at a character, that's typically when problems start.
That's right. And that is precisely, to your point, Sneed, where the problem started for the Army in this game. And they could not recover from it. And we know the end result, which is my pain for another 364 days. So just what I thought was a fantastic game overall. I really enjoyed the game. Hated the outcome. Shout out to Transformers. Shout out to Chief Sibba. Shout out to Man Down Mel and all the Man Down Sports crew. But man, it hurts so much more when you know that that's a game that was within your grasp and you open your hand and it falls out. So I'm gonna stop whining now, but absolutely fantastic game. Really enjoyed it. That was my breakdown, man. Turnovers and getting out of character, and of course, Riles, how are you popping up in the show all the time? Riles, what are you doing? Disease of me. Disease of me. Let it be teaching tape, y'all.
Got a lot of rings, bro.
Yeah.
Got a lot of hardware.
A lot of hardware.
A lot of jury in the back.
A lot of time in the finals. But yeah, let it be teaching tape. Don't try to scoop and score. Get on the ball. That's all I'm gonna say.
I like it. Because it all
ends
is with
purge, bro. It's therapeutic. Purge, sir.
Yeah, whatever. All right, let's take a couple calls on this.
Hey, girl, where's my voice? You got it, Sneed.
I'm gonna start doing it, fun.
You're getting cooked every show now, Bruce. You better stop it with that sour puss, bro. Get out of here, bro.
Yeah, but the
You know-
interception that should have been a pick six, but it's a kneel down. That rule been the same for freaking decades, Bruce.
I
I've always
respect the
complained about that
accountability,
rule,
Bruce. I
to be
can
honest.
respect your accountability and you kind of like accepting the moment, but
Mhm.
that don't change nothing. The song's gonna happen, bro.
No, the songs. You think I like hearing the damn song?
You're gonna hear the damn song for
Yeah.
another year. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what, Steve? I bet this is how you felt last year when Michigan beat Ohio State.
Oh, I wasn't happy, bro.
It's that
Oh,
same,
no. Yeah, it's
the
that.
same pain.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's that.
Where I'm coming from.
Yeah, it's that,
It's
bro.
that.
It's that.
There you go.
It's the thing goes in, bro, and then a little twist like this, not all the way, and then a second twist like this, and then,
It hurts.
yeah.
Chief said, Bubba, what's going on, big bro?
What's going on? Assalamu alaikum. Aki Bruce. Aki Sneed.
Alaikum wassalam, man. What's going on, my brother?
Boys, it's such a great morning, ain't it, Transform?
No.
What? It's such a blessed morning, Chief.
Don't you
How you
agree?
feeling?
So blessed. As a matter of fact, we need to call the king of the chat and send Bruce to the 16th chapel today.
16th chapel.
16.
Alhamdulillah.
Up to the law of the Notre Dame.
I
praise
did that.
The great news. Steve, I know you're a movie man. You remember The Dark Knight Returns?
I do.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Black Knights of the Army was Batman, and the Navy just happened to be Bane, and we broke their back.
Oh, man.
Just
Damn.
This is cool. This is
He held him up. He held him up 8 feet in the air, and then just dropped him on the knee. Just
Now here's the worst
Get him outta
part
here.
about it, right? This is gonna be the worst part. Is next year, you like Bruce might get cooked 3 times the hard way, bro. Like it could be 3 in a row.
It's
That's
not gonna
3 in a
be
row.
Sneak. It's
Ooh.
not gonna be 3 in a row, Sneak.
If it's
Nah,
3 in a
You
row,
understand what's gonna happen on this show? God willing, we all here with our health and it's beautiful. But I'm just saying, if this happens 3 in a row, Chiefs and Bubba's gonna be up here cooking you 3 times the hard way, bro.
it ain't gonna be 3 in a row. I'm telling you all that now. I'm telling y'all. Is that Lil B, the cooking dance?
Yo, Bruce gonna be roasted, toasted, and
Oh,
floasted. You're done, bro. You 3 in a row.
man. That's the end of
deep
the
fried
that's the
and laid
end
to
of
the
show.
side.
Fried, laid to the side.
Look, I'll just let y'all have this, and I'll go start a new show somewhere.
No. Shout out to that devil dog, Coach P
Oh my
of
goodness.
the Scarlet and Gold, because they produce Marine Corps officers' finest.
They do.
Salute to Coach P.
They do.
So, Bruce,
Yes, Chief.
hang in there, buddy.
I got
Hang
no
in there.
choice, man.
You ain't got
It's gonna be all right.
It's gonna be all right. And shout out to your channel, Sneed. It was, if you guys ain't subscribed to Sneed's channel, I guess I caused a little ruckus on there. I'll probably discuss the NBA Cup a little bit later. I guess I ruffled some feathers.
I like it.
Told them
I
if
like
they
it.
want-
Ruffle the feathers.
But I told them they can come see us on Sunday morning if they got anything to say to call in.
Okay,
Right.
Here we go. All right.
Amen to that.
You know what we
Appreciate
do.
that, brother. Appreciate
All
that.
right, well, I think I'm gonna go. I've been basking in glory like Ric Flair. You know how Ric Flair win all this games and Ric Flair go woo, then fall back to the rope. I've been doing it all day.
You've been doing the strut. right.
Woo! Right. And I got the transformer. I got the navy blue and the navy gold robe, and I'm walking around and twirling around.
Just feel good, don't it?
Oh yeah, it feel real good.
Oh yeah, I know it feel good. My sister didn't even want to reply to me. I tried to call her, to wish her a happy good day, and she was just like, "I don't even watch." All of a sudden, I don't even watch football, no way. So I don't even know why you're calling my phone.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it looked like the dungarees beat the BDUs this time. And
no did.
Wow. He took it back. Oh man said beat the BDUs.
All right, fellas, have a good morning.
All right.
Oh, you too, bro.
Appreciate the call, brother.
All right.
Yeah.
Anchors away, my boys.
Every day.
Anchors away.
You're gonna do a remix, bro.
Anchors away. Hey, we're gonna get a beat, man. We're gonna drop the beat, Bruce.
DJ Cucumber Slice. Drop the
DJ
beat.
Cucumber Slice.
Yeah.
The disease of me. Go Navy, beat Army.
We need another sound, like an image, and then the soundboard. Wah wah wah.
He really tried to be the hero, fellas.
Just play the tuba music,
and
bro.
It cost a freaking.
Now, one thing I'll take: the Army was ball hawking all night.
Mm-hmm.
They were ball hawking. They could have had 4 turnovers.
Yeah,
Gotta
4.
come up with one of them.
Yeah,
they got 2.
they got 2. They got 2 out of the 4.
No, but you needed one more.
Yeah, you did.
That was the one.
That was the one. That was that. That was the one. Okay, let's. Can we? You know what? No, Transformer. When you're ready, we'll move on. I can't even rush.
What are you? Were you trying to go to Shamar?
Shamar Moore.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're gonna go from Navy Army to. We're gonna talk positivity and in great democracy in the world, and now we're gonna go to domestic situations.
Well, I mean, this is a big topic, and we are the sports show, and we haven't discussed it yet. So it's about time, right? It's been a few days. It's an opportunity for the information to come out or more.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Ready?
let's hit the button.
All right. Woo. Okay. All right. Thank you.
From championship to mugshot, everybody.
I know, right?
Talk about fumble the bag, and when you decide to take an elevator that don't have a door, you can fly off on any floor. Am I leading this?
Oh, I was responding to Steve in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can start it off, and I'll
Okay.
hop in after that.
Well, of course, you guys have known if you guys got a phone, you got a computer, you got an iPad, you got a tablet, you got an Android, you have anything electronic, or you even turn on your TV and you watch. Yeah, you turn on your TV and you watch sports on Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings. You would have known about this news. Ex-Michigan coach Shamar Moore. Damn it, Sneed. Damn it, Sneed.
It is what it is.
Look dead at it. It says Shamar Moore. Sherrone Moore has been charged with home invasion, stalking, breaking, and entering. As we know, Michigan-owned coach Jim Harbaugh was the former coach for Michigan, but due to unforeseen circumstances, we're not going to get into those. He ended up going to the NFL, which he's now the NFL coach of the Los Angeles Chargers. And so in his contract, he stated that, hey, Sherrone Moore is going to be the head coach of my departure. In doing so, Sherrone Moore led the Michigan Wolverines to the Natty Championship, beating Notre Dame. I believe that was correct.
No, what are you talking about, man?
Oh, did they not beat Notre Dame?
You need to stop, man. No.
Wrong year.
Very wrong year. Harbaugh won the national championship, man. What are you doing?
You sure?
You on drugs this morning?
No.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
No, man. No, Harbaugh won the national.
It was an honest mistake, bro. It was chill out.
Sherrone Moore beat Notre Dame.
When he left after that, he basically made Sherrone Moore the coach in waiting.
Yeah.
And Sherrone Moore was
sure?
8-4 the first year, 9-3 this year, I believe. And
Sure?
so while Michigan fell off some, he was getting them back to where they needed to be, secured the number 1 overall recruit in the country, and Bryce Underwood.
Bryce Underwood, there you go.
Yeah. Heck of a young quarterback, a lot of talent. But now, as you mentioned, got caught up in this scandal where, man, look, it is wild. So apparently, and the wild thing is apparently like Michigan has kind of had known about this for a while, or there were rumors about it. Apparently he was seen walking around campus with the young lady, one of the staffers in the program. And I guess it violated a morals clause in the contract because she was a subordinate. So she's a subordinate and he is a superior, then, y'all not supposed to have a relationship. So
Like fraternizing in the military.
Right, basically. Sherrone Moore is married, has 3 children, and he's doing his thing with this woman, which, you know, obviously he shouldn't have been doing.
He's not just doing his thing with this woman. He was doing many things with many women.
All right, we're gonna get to that. Yeah. I didn't
like all I'm saying to kind of as we set this up is he has some serious personal issues. Continue, Bruce.
Yeah, for sure. So with her, it's he had been dealing with her for a while, and the weird thing is this: apparently, Michigan was investigating this, questioned both him and the young lady, and the young lady apparently they both lied. So she lied for him, he lied, and then after that he fired her, which I'm like, okay. We all know the old what's the statement? The hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. She fired him, and he probably should have done a better job of taking care of her on the way out, right? But regardless, she ends up disclosing this to Michigan approximately last Monday, December 8th. So, and this woman is reportedly Paige Shivers, and she said that, you know, they had been having an intimate relationship for a number of years. And allegedly she ended the relationship, and it's all weird because some of the timeline stuff doesn't match up. So that's last Monday. Then Tuesday, the investigation progresses. The woman's attorney met with an external law firm hired by the university to investigate the matter. The woman provided evidence of her relationship with Moore. Next Wednesday, the 10th, in the morning and into the early afternoon, Sherrone Moore was terminated with cause, meaning that they don't have to pay him the remaining money, effective immediately for an inappropriate relationship with a staff member, a clear violation of university policy. The firing was without human resources or campus police present. So they just told me, oh, you got to go. All right. Shortly after losing his job, Moore allegedly barged his way into the woman's apartment. Now, what this is leaving out, apparently even before that, he got into it with his wife at home.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he got into it with his wife, obviously, right? You know, all this blows up, you can get into it with your wife.
Yep.
He threatens to kill himself, then he leaves. He goes to her apartment, her being allegedly Paige Shivers, the former staffer he was having the involvement with, allegedly barged his way into the woman's apartment. He is accused of grabbing kitchen knives and a pair of kitchen scissors and threatening to harm himself, telling the woman, quote, "I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to make you watch. My blood is on your hands. You've ruined my life," unquote. The woman called 911, stating he had been stalking her for months. Moore left only after she said she was calling her attorney. Here's the thing. If she supposedly had ended the relationship only a few days prior, why would he have been stalking her for months?
For months, yeah.
That she could say whatever she wants, but there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be disconnected.
Yeah.
The bigger thing here is all of the legal things from like the last week.
Right.
It's not really about the existence of the relationship.
Right. Correct.
The existence of the relationship and why they're tracking that is just to figure out the time frame of all the things that happened.
Yeah.
Because there's likely going to be some legal issues about how he was fired.
Yeah.
And there's going to be legal issues on what happened the day with his family.
Right.
And then barging into it. Like he's going to be charged with like aggravated assault or something because he and breaking and entering.
I can pull up the charges. He's charged with 3rd-degree home invasion, breaking, entering, and stalking.
Yeah, like that's the stuff that's going to put him in jail.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like his relationship with her doesn't put him in jail.
Might be able to beat that case.
Yeah,
he might be able to plead that down or something.
So maybe, like all this, they're going to try to put a lot of stuff on him as much as they can, and it's going to be a couple of those things for sure. But like the personal stuff is she's just trying to cross her T's and dot her I's to try to look like she's a victim.
Yes, right. So Saline police detained and located and detained Moore, turning him over to Pittsfield Township authorities for further investigation into an alleged assault. He spent Wednesday and Thursday nights in the county jail. All right. So last Friday, formal charges and arraignment. Moore was formally charged with 3 crimes: felony 3rd-degree home invasion, misdemeanor stalking, misdemeanor illegal entry, breaking and entering. A not guilty plea was entered on his behalf. The judge set the bond at $25,000, ordered him to wear a GPS tracking device, stay in Michigan, abstain from alcohol, and have absolutely no contact with the woman. Moore's next in
and mental health treatment. That's the big one. That's
okay.
how he can get out of this case. The mental health treatment.
There you go.
Yep.
Thank you. Moore's next in-person court appearance scheduled to determine how the case proceeds. So here's some of the other stuff, right? So even if it was just this, I don't know how you handle that, but okay. But now you're having more salacious allegations and rumors coming out. Sneed alluded to that earlier with SHERRONE Moore allegedly, DMing OnlyFans models and trying to set up, intimate engagements with them via OnlyFans. One of them, a creator named Mia Sority, publicly claimed on social media that Moore slid into her DMs while he was married, stating, "I wasn't surprised he was all in my DMs trying to risk it all with an OnlyFans model." A sports podcast host also claimed she was one of the many women he had such exchanges with. So he now has even if it's not true, he's now stained, right? The stuff is out there and it's hard to make people think, even if it's not true, because of all the other stuff, is they're going to believe it, right?
Yeah, that stuff is where show proof or shut the hell up.
Well, but we know that unfortunately in this modern society, right, when a woman accuses you of something, she doesn't need proof, and you're stained forever.
For OnlyFans, you better. If not, this society is doomed to fall even worse.
Agreed. Well, what needs to happen, and in some states you have it, but on the whole, what needs to happen is there needs to be negative repercussion for people that, erroneously make claims against people, because that affects their livelihood, affects their lives, affects their families, et cetera, et cetera. So there needs to be some negative repercussion on a legal level to make people pay when they do that stuff. I'm not saying it's a large percentage, but it happens.
Because think about it, like, what does this harm SHERRONE Moore any worse that he was DMing OnlyFans people? It doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Does this publicly make your name known that people are going to want to click on that OnlyFans something?
Yes, Steve, you're right. But yeah,
so
yeah,
that's the reason why I put my name in it.
Right.
All of a sudden, now everybody wants to talk. Everybody has a voice now that he's going through something. Like, oh, he tried to DM me too, girl.
Right.
He tried to DM me too. Like, you should have saw my DMs. Show him.
Yeah.
Show the court. Until then, shut up.
Watch Tony Busby. Tony Busby's gonna pop up. I like to call him Tony Scumsby, but that's a whole different thing. He's gonna pop up now with 10, 15 women that SHERRONE Moore allegedly blah blah blah. But anyway, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, but that's not a crime.
That's Patreon. Nah, that's a whole different, man. Don't get me started. But here's another thing. SHERRONE Moore allegedly impregnated the staffer Paige Shivers that he had the reported extramarital affair with, and forced her to get an abortion. I don't know.
Do you know the story behind this, Bruce?
No. What do you got?
The story behind it. I'm just saying it's a story because it really doesn't matter. But there was a DoorDash order sent to her home.
Plan
that
B
was paid for, but Plan B was delivered through her home from SHERRONE's account.
Okay, so I did hear that. Yeah,
I mean, this is wild, bro.
Yeah.
We're going to get into the fact that after the abortion, somehow her salary rose up damn near double.
That too. Yes. After that, he doubled her and said, "Thank you, Transformer." So this thing has so many tentacles, right? Which, it's a bad look, man.
I think she was making $55,000 for her job, and I believe in 2023, 2024, but no, 2022, 2023, and then 2024, it somehow jumped up to 90. 90 plus.
Man, this whole thing is crazy.
It's insane. So first and most importantly, it's just SHERRONE Moore. Obviously, he's never going to be a head coach again. Obviously, that's all gone.
Well, we've seen all types of things. Maybe he will.
That name is staying, and now you're citing mental issues.
Who's signing up for this, bro?
Who's signing up for that?
Who's signing up for Rick Pitino, who got busted, hitting off one of his chicks?
No, hold on a second, bro. What has SHERRONE Moore done so far? What has he accomplished as a head coach?
Yep.
So I get you on that, but we could make the argument that without him, that national championship for Michigan doesn't happen 2 years ago. Right?
Why is that definitive?
I'm not saying it's definitive. I said we could make the argument. He coached those games. He coached key games while Harbaugh wasn't there. And I'm not arguing that if he wasn't.
And at what point do we start questioning Jim Harbaugh's character? This is the guy that he co-signed, that he knew so well, that he said, when I'm gone, this has to happen, that it was in contract.
And he didn't know about this?
But if he knew about that, he wouldn't have done that. I gotta assume.
No, I'm just saying. Everybody, this whole college football landscape is always about, how everything is fantastic and everybody's perfect and so clean and kids and we got to raise good men and blah blah. Man, they are full of it.
Oh, for sure.
This is rotten,
right?
Guys like Sherrone Moore are viewed like heroes.
Yeah.
Well, he's self-destructive.
Trust me, I'm not doing the hero worship. I'm just saying it's not absurd to think that down the road.
But that's what's going to get him a job as hero worship. That's what I'm saying.
Is it hero worship or saying that based on your football, we think that you could? Freaking Art Briles was the coach of Baylor when his players were allegedly, and some were proven to, committing multiple sexual assaults all over campus. He's a head coach again right now at a smaller school.
Now,
in a couple of years, he'll be back in the Power 4.
Did any of them threaten a life?
No, I don't know.
That's where that's where it gets a little bit more hazier than this is past sexual assault. He tried to unalive himself. So there's a threatening of not only your life, possibly her life, because we don't know what you could do in that situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
All this happened after the loss to Michigan, though, Transformer.
All this happened after what?
All this happened
to Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Yeah.
So the question is now, if hypothetically, if they beat Ohio State, do we know about any of this? Who knows?
No, you don't.
I don't think so.
Because now they're in a bowl game.
I don't think so.
And then we find out about it in January.
They might have made the playoff.
Apparently, the athletic director already knew about this whole thing.
He did. So why? And is he still employed?
Yep.
I think
they said they have no indications of firing him. They already made that announcement. Yep.
Because he did the right thing every step of the way.
Yep.
Right.
That's crazy.
They have no indications on firing the athletic director.
Okay.
Even though he knew about this whole thing.
They had no intention.
But everybody's going to continue to say that Michigan is this, blue blood school, right? Everybody's going to do all this prestige about a college like Michigan. There's Ivy League and then there's Michigan, right? That's where we're at with this.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, Sneed, I'm going to say this. So I know obviously you're a Buckeye guy, but you're also fair generally. Mm-hmm. And I think right now your Buckeye-ism, Buckeye-ness is clouding things just a tad, right?
But these are the same things I said about Urban Meyer.
No. But what I'm saying? Okay, fair enough. You did.
Like Urban Meyer's like this. It's not. I mean, maybe not as violent, but
right. No, the only thing I was going to say was I was just going to push back on the fact that despite the scandal going on right now and the scandals that have rocked Michigan over the last couple of seasons and Sherrone Moore's apparent and alleged degeneracy in his behavior, that doesn't change the fact that Michigan still is a blue blood college football program and that it still is an elite academic institution. You can't change.
But they're insulated from any type of outcomes. Like, look at the whole Texas.
A lot of these schools are.
Yeah, they're insulated from any type of accountability.
Mm-hmm.
Like, remember the death penalty to TCU?
SMU,
excuse me.
Yeah, sure.
Like, is that the worst thing that ever happened in college football?
Took some time, but look, they recovered from it.
Yeah. I mean, these schools don't fear anything outcomes.
No, they don't. But yeah, this whole thing was crazy, and it should be very.
You mean to tell me for the last 4 years, bro, nobody thought that this guy had sociopathic tendencies? Nothing showed, really?
Sometimes you never know, though. Okay.
Sometimes it's spur of the moment.
Like, think about this. Sneed, think about this, right? I don't know. Women love these. In my house, we call them murder, death, kill shows, right? All those like.
Oh my God, yes,
right? My wife loves those shows. Right?
How to Get Away with Murder and all that stuff. Yeah,
right? all these killing shows, right? We call it murder, death, kill. Like I'm walking. Oh, you watching murder, death, kill? Yeah. So anyway, I say this to say, how many times on those shows do you hear people saying, he just seemed like the nicest guy. We'd see him outside and we'd stop and chat. We had no idea that he had 10 people chopped up in the basement.
More often than not, bro.
More often. That's all I'm saying. So when you say, these years, people, nobody knew he had these tendencies, they probably didn't.
Yeah. Because when it comes to that, you got to think everything unraveled at one time for him.
Right.
After Michigan lost to Ohio State.
Yeah, you lose first. You got that scrutiny because now Michigan hates you. Like you lost the big game against Ohio State. That's the fandom part of it.
Won 4 in a row, so it's not like, you know.
So now you have you lost your job without pay. That's the key. So now you lost your job, you lost your wife, you lost your kids, you lost your life.
Transformer, the way he was moving after this all happened indicated that he was done. He realized his life was over.
Yeah.
So so Bruce, if you're going to speculate that he could have gotten a job elsewhere after,
no,
he disagrees.
He vehemently disagrees.
Vehemently.
Gee, I can't get that word out.
That one's tough. We ain't gonna spell it.
Like, because I mean, not like you're in the mental health program now. What school is going to hire you under a mental health program? There's because the safety of the kids is now in jeopardy.
Right. But I think, and this, you know, again, this is America, land of second chances and all that. This is my thought. A few years down the road, right? He's gone through his rehabilitation, mental health and otherwise. And then maybe he gets a position coach job somewhere.
Yeah, Pee Wee League. Yeah.
And then maybe he's a head coach on a lower level, FCS or, you know, group of 5 or something like that. He could.
Or the middle school team down the street.
Recover from this. Bobby Petrino recovered from this.
But remember he didn't threaten a life.
No, he didn't. But he crashed out on the motorcycle.
He's also not a Trinidadian immigrant.
Sherrone Moore's Trinity?
American.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was Trinidad. Okay. Yeah.
And he's carrying on with all these snow bunnies doing all. You think that social stigmas don't count into all this?
Oh, they do. Yeah, that's a great point. You
know, there's a lot of wrinkles to this, bro. Like the story of OJ rings a bell. You see what I'm saying? Like it's
wow.
A lot of this stuff that's happened in the past is against him, and he knew that.
Yeah.
And that's why I think he acted in that extreme nature that he did. He felt like it was over.
You know how hard it is to unalive yourself with a butter knife?
Yeah, that's crazy. But I think to Transformers' point, it was more so that everything dropped all at once.
At once.
It wasn't little by little.
In 1 week, his life was over.
Whole 1 week. 1 week, like a day.
Well, I'm just saying you count the Ohio State loss.
Oh, I got you.
And then you know, because you're already getting scrutiny from the fandom. Right. So that whole natural scrutiny from the fandom, like, you know, you blew the game and why didn't, you know, Underwood throw the ball and blah, blah, blah. That whole scrutiny.
I'm convinced. I'm convinced Transformer, he had enemies at Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
He had people going around setting up these pieces. Yeah, they set him up.
They never wanted him as a coach. They were mad at Jim Harbaugh for having that clause in his contract because they didn't pick SHERRONE Moore. That wasn't their choice. That was Jim's choice.
And if we're honest,
they have to honor it.
I'm sure there's a little bit of the racial component here. We do have to address that. He's the first African-American coach in the history of Michigan football. As we mentioned, one of the big name programs in this country. And I'm sure there were a lot of people that didn't like that, if we're being honest.
Well, he didn't make a good name for himself.
No, he did not.
He certainly didn't. The first black scumbag of Michigan State's coaching career.
I'm not trying to cape up for his degeneracy in any way.
Oh no, absolutely not.
I was just adding in that little piece of context. That's
no, absolutely.
Man.
But the thing is, they were trying to find ways, and this is how this is why I'm shocked that the athletic director isn't fired. The athletic director knew about this whole thing. Right. So we didn't make this a ruckus until we had to find a reason, find a way. How can we get from under SHERRONE Moore and not have to pay him a dime?
But that pressure came from elsewhere. That came from boosters. That came internally. It wasn't the athletic director who was trying to move on from
No. That's not what I'm saying. But
but like they were setting him up. There were other people involved that were trying to control these pieces.
Correct.
And now he's like, well, I got my back. I had a plan. Right. He was still kind of pandering to that a little bit. Right.
That's what I'm saying. I absolutely 100% agree.
Right.
Yeah. They got it done. Because the biggest thing where Michigan throws their hands up and says he was fired with cause. We're done.
Do you know how long? Do you know how long the Denver Nuggets were trying to move on from their head coach?
George Karl?
No, not George Karl. Most recently, what's his Michael Malone.
Mike Malone.
Bro, yeah. Michael Malone wasn't losing. So they couldn't justify firing him. They created a civil war in that organization between him and the GM.
Correct.
They hadn't talked for 2 years. but they won a championship in 2023. So then they go on a 4-game losing streak. They fire Michael Malone with no plan. They just fired him. See, this is where we're going with this. If you're winning, they can't do nothing with you.
Mm-hmm.
The moment that something goes awry, boom, they drop the bomb on you.
Yeah. The big key right here is that Moore made numerous phone calls and sent numerous text messages that she did not want. Okay, cool. The woman then disclosed the relationship to Michigan, which had been, this is where words matter, which had been investigating the relationship through an outside law firm, Jenner and Block. Had. So before she even came to y'all, they were already on his ass. We got to get him out of here. So guess what? That relationship looks a little close. Let's go ahead and investigate that because we got to find a reason with cause to get him out of here. And guess what? We're going to wait because this investigation has been going on for a long time. So I'm pretty sure he had a lot more slip-ups way before recently that it took her to say something for this information to come out. So you wait till after that Ohio State loss, boom, here's the opportunity. Hit the button. Hit the button. Tell me when I'm wrong.
Floodgates.
I need to get him out of here. You see how quick all these reports just start flying off the rails real fast?
Yeah, for sure.
We got to get him out of here. But we want to make sure that headline says he was fired with cause. That's the key. We ain't got to pay you a dime. Sorry, Jim. Your protege didn't work out.
I'm surprised nobody has asked Jim Harbaugh about this. I would love to know. I mean, I'm sure he would say something very.
These crazy ass reporters, they about to say somebody gonna say something.
I don't know why you wouldn't though.
Yeah. Let the Chargers lose. Let's see what the magic happens.
Hey, Coach, being the Michigan man that you are, I wanted to know if you had any comment on what's taking place currently at Michigan with former.
My name Bennett, and I ain't in it. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Man, I was upstairs listening to my Will Smith CD. I don't know what happened. I was busy.
I was getting jiggy with it.
Then you follow up. You try to get something. Okay, follow up, Coach. So obviously, he coached with you. He was your co-offensive coordinator. He was your OC for a while. Did you see anything in him that might have given you pause and made you concerned? Obviously, he's going to say no because I wouldn't have recommended him for the job. But you got to try to get something out there, right?
Yeah,
try to get something. But yeah, I'm surprised no one has asked him because most of these coaches, they have a little bit of press time, a few different times a week, like after practice and stuff like that. So
yeah, a judge ordered the continuation of mental health treatment. That's what gets him out of this case. That's one. Restricting Moore from leaving the state of Michigan and barred him from any contact with the alleged victim.
Mm-hmm.
Did he harm her?
He threatened to. Well, according to what I read, he threatened to harm himself, but I've heard other stuff say he may have threatened to harm her.
But notice how I'm
reading the actual factual reports, not Twitter.
But notice that before, you guys noticed that before there was no restraining order filed, there was no police contact before. All this, they're in cahoots.
Suddenly he's
they're in cahoots. The athletic director, this woman, they're all in cahoots.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, quick, not important. Sherrone Moore, there's a restaurant or whatever in Ann Arbor, and Sherrone Moore had like an item named on it after him, and he got an item named after her on the thing as well. That was fun.
What?
Stupid.
Paige Shivers $12 cauliflower gluten-free 12-inch pizza.
Yeah, 12-inch pizza, huh?
That's some white people shit. Yeah. That's
I'm told Sherrone Moore helped arrange the naming of this menu item in honor of his mistress. As of now, you can still order Paige Shivers cauliflower pizza.
That's Caucasian as fuck.
That's low carb. That's low carb. Some people are,
Caucasian as fuck.
Steve, now that's just that.
And when you order it, they're like, "Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you? You need your Paige Shivers? Nah, come and get your Paige Shivers.
We need more like you. Good to have you.
Yeah, you're the heaven on this earth.
Oh my gosh!
Care about your body. Getting your cauliflower pizza. First of all, turn that freaking place upside down. Burn it to the ground.
Wow. Okay.
Ain't no damn cauliflower pizza.
Yeah.
You make that at home.
The whole thing is crazy. Let's take a couple calls on this show. Jeez. All right, 904.
Sherrone Moore got problems, bro.
Oh, for sure. Big ones.
He got problems.
904-219-8264. Love to hear a couple of calls and a couple of thoughts on this.
Please keep it PG-13, though.
Yes, please. Please keep it PG. Call in saying, if you call in saying anything reckless, I will hang up immediately. I'm not even going to respond. Just hit the button.
Are there words we have to avoid?
R word.
Yeah, we're not saying.
That's for one.
Yeah.
Racial slurs, hopefully.
Yeah. Any anti-alphabet slurs.
Yeah. The LGBTQY, sometimes I.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, so the standard YouTube stuff.
Yeah, the standard. Sure.
Should have been hanging out with Shamar, bro, instead.
Wow, for real.
Shamar would have kept things in check, bro. It'd be like, look, bro, look, young, bro.
This is how we moving over here.
Not on SWAT. On my last episode of SWAT, this is how we did it.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Listen, I play this type of role on my shows, bro. You need to not do this.
You can't do that.
You need to chill.
You know how many times we bust cats like you on that show?
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong with you, man?
Dude, his family is ruined.
Oh yeah.
You know, like I think about his fam at this point. Like he got 3 kids, I think.
Yeah, 3 kids.
Yes.
And the thing about this, man, what's so funny, because you know, black women like to
we go.
Right. She's a black wife.
No, she's not. She's not.
I thought she was black.
No, we got snow bunnies all over the place, bro.
Yeah.
No, I thought she was black.
No, snow bunnies every step of the way.
I read that she was black.
No,
from this side, it's all snow bunnies. The DMs,
snow
everything,
bunnies?
it's all snow bunnies, bro.
Yeah.
Oh shit, she's showing up here.
Coach T, what up, man?
Buenos dias, señor.
Hola.
Hey, buenos dias. Yes.
Now, I don't have too much to talk about this. I try to keep things positive. I'm like Transformer, keep things positive. Positivity in the aura and the atmosphere.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, this is not an easy one. Yeah.
I just want to say, man, our brothers need to do better, man. You know, that was like our what do you call it when that was like our job interview for black coaches from Michigan, and kind of fumbled the ball, messed it up for all of us. Come on, Sherrone. I'm with Transformer, man. Maybe he should have been hanging out with Shamar Moore, man. Or maybe he was watching too much of SWAT and was taking notes and was like, okay, what should I do to get myself in trouble? Weird. Nah, I didn't. But I agree with you guys. This is probably something that's been going on for a while, for years. Somebody in there knew, because just like Sneed said, you don't just out the blue decide, we just want to fire this guy. You don't never put a coach in position and pay him money just to fire him.
Right.
You got to give him a reason. So these coaches need to do better. You know, I'm just speaking from experience, and Sneed can, he's a coach too, so you can understand. No matter what level of coaching you are, you gotta carry yourself to a certain standard, because you're the leader of that locker room.
You're on target. You're a target.
Yeah, there's certain behaviors that you cannot be. For example, if you're from the hood, you gotta lead the hood in the hood. You can't bring that mess to work, because that's not gonna be cute. It's not gonna fly.
I don't know if that was this, Coach T. I think this may have just been the fact that he felt big. You know, he was in a storied college football program and found success quickly. I think he felt big, and I think what he was got magnified.
You're the head coach of Michigan.
Yeah.
Your name rings bells.
Yeah, Sneed is moving ahead of me. He's going to my second point.
Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, like these coaches need to stop getting too big for their britches. And like I said in the chat, Stop doing dumb thinking you untouchable. Because you're, like I said, you're a head coach, you're a leader of the locker room, you're the face of the franchise, or in this case, they're oriented the university. You can't have that, and you can't piss off the people that are signing your paychecks that make those decisions, because you're dealing with a lot of, scary people that can, make you disappear. So you gotta hold your man. I'm gonna say it. Somebody need to go in there and slap the dog out of SHERRONE Moore. Like, what the heck wrong with you, man?
Well, I mean, he's being handed the worst slaps right now.
The slap of the book.
I'm talking about a physical one. Mama need to come into there and slap. That's why we need Big Mama back in the world, man. Big Mama then became an endangered species.
Yeah, but Coach P, he's grown.
He's 38.
He got his own children.
It don't matter. Big Mama keeps you in check. She's the matriarch of the family. We need Big Mama back.
Big Mama doesn't stop you from making mistakes, though.
I just think his vices won, bro. That's it. His vices overpowered all things.
Because, like, what did he do? What he did originally? It's not. Well, I'm not gonna say it's not egregious, because it is. Cheating on your wife, that's egregious. But cheating that's a very, very common act. That's a very, very extremely common act. So Big Mama ain't finna stop that. Where he went off the rails is when he got caught and when things started spiraling down the hill. That's what his reaction to the consequences of what he's been doing is, where he crashed out. It's the crash out that is putting him in that bad light.
Thank you, Steve. You're 100% right. Thank you.
Yeah. Bro, I'm gonna say this. It's like I say it again. We've been seeing this over the decades, man. When you're in those positions, you can't behave in those matters. It doesn't matter that it's normal. It happens. Everybody have marital problems. It doesn't matter when you're in a position like that. You got to move a certain way. You can't have these scandals. You can't be Bruce's boy with the Celtics. You can't be another Udoka.
Wow.
He threw that in there, bro. He in Houston now. We moving on, bro.
But I just think that like saying things like that, it's a lot easier said than done until you put in that situation. It's a lot easier said than done.
You can't be swinging the bat willy-nilly, man.
Okay, we understand that, and nobody's advocating for that behavior. I get it. But let's also keep it a buck here. Let's keep it a buck. Great men throughout history. Great men throughout history have been brought down by women. Like, we've seen it in the Bible. We see it throughout documented history. Like, it's one of those things. And again, nobody is saying that what he did was right. Nobody's saying that. So let's be clear. But we got to stop this. Like, it's never not going to be a thing. Never.
Bruce, before we called him, you gave guidelines, and I didn't want to go in that direction. But
I didn't say anything that would be. It just is what it is.
In these cases, and I'm gonna get Steve started. I hope I don't, but I think I am with this comment. But in these cases, not all the time the women is 100% innocent.
That is true, and we're not going to go any further than that.
But what did SHERRONE do to damage control? He didn't damage control anything.
He made it way worse.
He didn't. He didn't. He crashed out. He couldn't handle it. And it's making wrong decision after wrong decision after wrong. I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to go. I want to hold up the show. When you're in a position like this, position of power, it don't matter where you're at. Like, even if you're having these issues behind closed, you cannot light a match and give your spouse ammunition to take you down. And that's what he did.
That's
You made it
easier
easy.
said than done, bro. Do you know how hard
That's
temptation
all.
is?
But you
That's
gotta
all we're
do it, bro.
saying.
But you gotta do it.
And all we're
That's
saying
easy.
is,
Okay. Have you ever been in a position of great power?
I've never
Heavy
been
influence.
president of the United States,
Huh?
but I haven't never been been the president of the United States. But I am a coach.
Okay, so you're a coach among young boys, right? So imagine if you was a coach among college women. All right, and you're at Michigan, and all eyes are on you. The whole nation knows your name. So these frolics of little young ladies, they are throwing the kitchen sink at you every single day. And all it takes is that one time where you going through something in your life and you probably ain't talking to your wife at home or whatever the case may be, and that conversation starts to happen with that certain someone. That's temptation, bro. So saying it, that's all. It's so easy to say it until you've been in that position of some type of power or some type of heavy influence. Like for me, I'm a personal trainer. I've been a personal trainer for 14 years. My book is 90% women.
You're in the line of fire every day.
I'm in the line of fire every single day.
All day long. All day long.
All day long. I gotta physically touch these women, guide these women, have a conversation with these women.
What they wearing, Transformer?
Tight tights. And I'll make this story real quick. One time at OTF, it was this young lady, and now I say young. We're like the same age. I'm saying young lady, but she came in and I'm talking getting it. I'm talking. I didn't have to tell her much. Like, hey, we got this, and this, and she was doing ABC, but she had on some tights, and they showed the print. And not only did I see it, so I'm like, okay, but everybody in the class saw it. So a few people started coming to me like, hey, coach, like, God dang, man, like, you might want to say something about that. But it took me to grab the outside studio manager and everybody to come in like, I need to say something to this girl because this is just egregious because we're doing exercises that everybody can see it.
Mm-hmm.
So it like that's the carefulness that you gotta go with. So that temptation is there, bro. The temptation is there every day. It's so hard. There you go, Ed Dog. That's what I'm trying to say, but I'm not going to say that here on YouTube. But but that temptation, bro, is so easier said than done if you're not in that position of power. He was in a position of power, of heavy influence.
Which is why the rules are where they are.
Yeah.
That's
tough.
You are 100% right. It's the same coaching these kids. You got some single moms and the moms not happy in their marriages, and they see how you handle their kids. And they're like, "Oh, I want that full time." Can't do it. They do it. They do it at all levels, bro. I know what you're talking about. You got to hold that Bible strong. Keep your faith. Don't swing to the temptation.
No doubt, Coach T, man. We're going to let you go. I appreciate the call, man.
Appreciate
all
it.
right, DJ Cucumber Slice. All right, DJ Cucumber Slice. Go ahead and re-enlist to the Navy, my brother. I'm out.
Go Navy. Beat on me. He couldn't wait to hang up that phone at that point.
Yeah, hit and run, bro.
All right, old man Rivers. Old man Rivers.
So now,
ARP, bro.
Tom Brady has a lot of people acting and thinking crazy. We saw Tom Brady do amazing things well into his 40s. So now apparently everyone is expected to be able to do amazing things in the NFL into their 40s. We see LeBron James doing amazing things well into his 40s. So apparently we take these two unicorns and we think that everybody should be able to do that. Am I right?
Right.
Edward?
Good morning, fellas, bro. I'm not going to talk crazy. Don't.
Thank you, man. How you wait until we move on the topic and then you call?
Well, first of all, I mean, my guy, Mr. Jefferson, I'm letting him get his spiel on.
So you're supposed to call right after that.
I called right after that. What are you talking about?
Oh, you must be
behind.
Man,
Yeah.
go ahead, man.
Yeah, anyway, okay. So my fault. If I'm yelling, y'all, my bad. You know, I'm not yelling, talking from the car. I'm on the highway, man. My daughter's birthday was yesterday, so
Congrats, little Ed.
Happy birthday. But anyway,
Wait,
so
what?
Situation, Transformer, we're gonna talk off the top. We're gonna talk off the show, bro. You knew that. I just never told you about it. But
I knew that, but I never told you about it.
Transformer later. Let's go.
Later now.
Yeah.
Later.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Ed.
So this situation, man, I hate it, especially with the situation. I hate, using the race car as a black coach and everything like that, man. Look, as an old head told me back in the day, you don't pay them to stay, you pay them to leave. And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Fair
Y'all
enough.
know what I mean
Sure.
by that. And so is he going to be able to get another coaching job with this situation?
Not anytime soon.
Where were you during this whole topic?
I mean, like, it cannot be. What if it's not for like a known school, like a small program?
Like, middle school.
We just
we said
School,
we conversed about that, sir.
Did you miss this whole segment?
Bro, I just got on, bro. I just literally just got on, guys. I'm sorry.
You need to go back.
That's why you got to go back and watch the segment.
Yeah, go back and watch.
Okay.
You're answering the questions that you're asking now.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Michael, what's happening, bro?
Yeah, that was just my little spiel. I know we got to keep it moving and everything like that, man. But I just really do hate it for me. And then not only that, man, like, Bruce, I know you follow, you an analyst and everything like that. So you heard the from what Jamil Hill said about this situation?
I heard it. Whitlock briefly addressed it. I heard what she had to say. There was some truth, but not all the way. Basically, she was trying to say, like, the race piece, which we briefly brought up.
Yeah, she's big on
all
that.
the way. But it was kind of disingenuous because she was basically saying, like, mess it up for black coaches, and because he's black, he's probably not going to get another shot. But then we was like, we've seen it, other stuff, but yeah, so whatever.
Yeah, man. I mean, I know we got to keep the show, PG and everything like that, which I didn't agree, and I hate that we have to pull it that way. You know what I'm saying? Especially us as people. And then, it's just like, man, the Shannon Sharp situation with the OnlyFans, hey, you putting yourself in power. I mean, hey, let's just be honest, temptation is everywhere. It's all about how you control yourself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's it, man. But other than that, man, hey, I said what I said in the comments. I ain't going to say it on the show. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right, we can go ahead and...
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and move on, man. I'm catching up, man. I'm going to catch up. I'm listening while I'm driving.
Yeah, put it on 2x speed and catch up, man.
Bro, you know what? All right, bro. All right.
That's the way to do it. I'm trying to tell you. That's real. I do that. That's real advice.
I got you, bro. I got you.
All right, brother.
Appreciate it, Pops.
They call it Pops.
I don't know why he called me that. I'm not that much. Anyway, I ain't even know.
All right.
He trying to
press the buttons.
Yeah.
Round 2.
Okay. All right.
Old man.
Yeah, right. All right. So we were talking about how Tom Brady and LeBron James have made some people believe that it's a regularity that people can achieve great athletic feats into their 40s, which is just an extremely unusual event. Like, those two are anomalies in their sports. We haven't seen this before. And why am I bringing this up? Because we know that Daniel Jones is out for the year with the Colts. Riley Leonard also injured, and Anthony Richardson, who knows where he is, but clearly he's done with the Colts. So the Colts were stuck trying to figure out what they were going to do at quarterback, and lo and behold, they called Phillip Rivers, their former quarterback, in for a workout. He's 44 years old. They called him in for a workout.
Oh, he's starting today.
Yes. They have announced that he will be starting in today's game.
He is starting the game
against the Seahawks. Not only is he starting, he's starting against an elite, fast
top 3
athletic, defense. It might not be good. He better hand that thing off 35 times today.
Welcome to the old man river.
3rd and 19. Hand it off.
Yeah, for sure. So, that has caused some consternation among some people. And one of those people, as you can see from the thumbnail, is the oddly dressed Cam Newton. And he has some interesting commentary to make. What are you laughing at, man?
Because he cuts through the top of the hat so the hair can stick out, bro. Like
that dude.
He wants to be a peacock.
I don't know what he wants to be, but it's terrible. It's terrible. Anyway, Cam Newton on his podcast had some very interesting commentary when he was asked how he feels about Phillip Rivers getting the call up from the Saints. And I have some thoughts on this afterwards, but let's go ahead and listen to what he had to say. We got the sound here, and then we'll go from there.
Up with this news, Phillip Rivers has unretired and signed with the Colts practice squad. So, our very own producer, Brendan Cole, says, with the Colts bringing back 40-year-old Phillip Rivers for a workout, would you work out for Indy if they call?
Yeah.
You would go for a workout if a team call right now.
Yeah.
You still in shape though, Boog. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta call it. Your boy, you're still in shape. You're still working out.
But man,
that's great for 44 years old coming out of retirement.
It's almost like a slap in my face, bro.
It's like,
I ain't gonna lie.
But let me ask you this: just how you said, granted, and you can take it how you want it. Just how you said, like women. When a guy's hitting them up, do you even come off like you're available? Is that the same in football? Like, do players come off like, I'm still open to play? Like, because a lot of people can misconstrue, and only thing you can do is ask. But with your career and all the things that you're doing in media, do you come off like you're available? Well, state the case then, bro.
Did Phillip Rivers send any type of signs that he was available? Why you asking me to do something that everybody else didn't do?
All right, so first, what the hell is wrong with Cam Newton screaming and acting like
that's his show. Bro. That's the way his show.
All right,
everybody ain't methodical and sit down and as introverted as you, Bruce. Jesus Christ.
That's not what I mean.
Man is as animated as they come. He's more animated than I am.
That's not what I mean, and I think you understand what I mean when I say that. But that's beside the point. We can talk about that offline as well. No, here's the thing, right? When he asked. When the guy said, did you announce that you were available? And he said, did Phillip Rivers? So this is what pisses me off, right? Cam Newton, you have connections in the NFL. Cam Newton, you're in the media, independent and mainstream. Cam Newton, before you made that stupid yelling comment that you just made, did Phillip Rivers? Guess what? You could have reached out and found out because I am nobody. I have no connections in the NFL. And I know for a fact that Phillip Rivers talks to Shane Steichen weekly. Phillip Rivers runs the same offense that the Colts run when he coaches in high school. So he talks to Shane Steichen all the time. So Shane Steichen knew that if he needed him, he could reach out to Phillip Rivers. So if I know that with no connections in the league, why are you, Cam Newton, screaming like an idiot and trying to purvey a message that is factually incorrect and disingenuous in its presentation? Why?
Because it's still stupid as shit.
Yeah, we know that, but what I'm talking about
is he wrong? No.
But his argument and what he's presenting is disingenuous and dumb. That's what I'm saying.
What if he doesn't know that information, bro?
And that's what I'm saying. How do I know that and Cam Newton doesn't know?
Because you care.
Right.
Then don't scream something that's not the case if you didn't take the time to find out the information. My bigger issue.
Okay.
I don't view
doesn't make it less stupid.
I don't think former athletes are eloquent enough to pursue the story that way. You're I don't know.
Well, Sneed, my argument is though, you being Cam Newton have plenty of connections in the league. You can talk to people, you can find out stuff before you just go on your show acting dumb. That's my bigger issue.
Yeah, I just don't.
You could reach out and say, "Yo, how did this happen?" Somebody would have told you because, again, I don't know anyone. Do I know anyone in the NFL? Actually, I know an NFL reporter for Fox, Benjamin Arthur, good stand-up dude.
Yeah, the one that used to cover the Titans. Yeah.
Matter of fact, we got to get him on there. But even beyond that, like the point I'm trying to make is he could have reached out to somebody before he made this stupid argument, because this is his argument about, you're going to hear him say, you're expecting Cam Newton to do things you don't expect other people to do. Well, you clearly don't know what happened, right? So your argument falls in on itself right there. That's my first point. But let's continue with Cam Newton.
I ain't no sucker. I ain't no lab rat. Come on, bro.
The people want to know. So you still will work out. You still are available.
People be holding people to a standard that they ain't even holding everybody else to that standard.
Yeah.
See?
And that's what I don't want. Hey, bro, you ain't showed that you... Have you followed my Snapchat?
And he's retired. You ain't even retired.
I did not.
Yeah.
And will not. Because of an opportunity like this. And
He also was in a system, but still, like...
I don't give a damn if he was in their family.
Yeah,
He's 44 years old, bro.
That's a good point. That's valid.
That's the strongest
You
point.
see what I'm saying? Understand what you're saying.
He got
How do
grandkids.
people hold Cam Newton to a standard that you're not holding everybody else?
Yeah, that's
They
right.
don't. You
It's
just
like,
don't know.
"Hey, Cam, did you say that you were still available?
Yeah.
Cam, you're retired. So did Philip. And that's my brother from another that got a lot of sisters and brothers
Yeah, fact.
that came from his scrotum. He got a lot of
That's the animation part.
And
That's
this dude brought up
ADHD
scrotal,
kicked in.
bro. That's
But
crazy.
when you say dumb stuff, it really, I don't know about y'all. When you say dumb stuff, it really makes it hard for me to value the other things you say. I'm not saying that you can never say anything that's viable or that's true. It makes it hard for me to value the other things you have to say when you say dumb stuff like that. Saying, that's me. Maybe I'm alone in that. Let's finish up the clip. No, go ahead, Steve.
In his final season as a player before signing that 10-day contract or whatever with the Chargers, Phillip Rivers went 11-5 with the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
He threw over 4,100 yards, 24 TDs, 11 picks.
Mm-hmm.
But that was 5 years ago.
I was about to say that was like
5.
Yeah.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's continue.
He got a lot of kids.
Oh, but Cam, he met. Oh, come on. Here we go. He's bending of the rules for certain people. But I know when it comes with me. The personality, bro. Right there, folks don't want a Shador situation.
They don't want a Shador. Huh?
They don't want a circus.
So you're saying folks don't want a circus. So if you know that what you bring is a circus and that's keeping you from getting jobs, explain to me why you wouldn't take down the circus tent.
Yeah.
You explain that to me. Sounds pretty counterproductive, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It almost sounds, I'm not going to say what I was
I'm not going to say stop a person from being that type of person. He's just like, hey, accept me for who I am.
Well, okay, cool. I will accept you for who you are while you watch my team play on Sundays. How about that? That's cool. It's cool if you say accept me for who I am, but you have to be ready to accept.
People say that all the time, though. Give me the truth. And then you give it to them and it hurts, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know?
So what's the bigger circus? You bringing on a 44-year-old quarterback or actually bringing somebody who's been athletically in shape and could possibly do something?
Honestly,
well, I think what you're questioning there, Transformer, is the meritocracy of the decision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's what this boils down to.
Yeah. I think, though, the bigger circus would be Cam Newton because he's not going to be quiet. He's not just going to do the work. It's everything that comes with him.
No,
yeah,
the
but
biggest
even when
circus
he
is
was
you going and getting a grandfather. That's the biggest circus. I don't care what Cam Newton, because we've seen what Cam Newton has done for his entire career. We know who Cam Newton is. We know what Cam Newton does. We know everything about Cam Newton. We've never seen nobody get a grandfather and bring them into the goddamn NFL and act like it was normal.
Fair enough.
We've never seen it.
But in
That's a
fairness,
circus.
we're using that term grandfather as if he's like, in his 50s or something. Like
He's damn near in it.
his 21-year-old kid has a kid. Like that's a grandfather.
all right. So Cam
He's
Newton,
44 years old.
Listen,
Cam Newton in 2021
yes.
played 8 games,
Still
threw for 680 yards, 4 TDs, 5 picks,
Mm-hmm.
rushed for 230 yards, and had 5 rushing TDs.
Mm-hmm.
It was the worst version of himself.
That's true.
So now
It
he's
was a
been out
bad
of
Carolina
K-Mac.
team too.
Yeah, he's nowhere near the Cam that he once was.
So I don't even know, even based on merit, you're just saying based on age, you would be taking Cam Newton.
I'm just saying based off age and based off the type of system that I have. I would definitely would have offered Cam Newton an opportunity. Because guess what? I looked at them stats too, Sneed. But go back and look at that Carolina team.
They were
awful.
They were bad.
The team was awful. What was he supposed to do? Right? You go give him a Jonathan Taylor, a TJ Warren, Alex Pierce, and those guys, and let's see what he can do. He's more physically in shape. This man, Phillip Rivers' face was as wide as the screen that I'm looking at.
Yeah. That was crazy.
That was insane. I'm like, yo, you went to go get a guy who hasn't played football in 5 years.
No, you're right.
No, because we keep mentioning Tom Brady and LeBron James. They kept playing to that age.
I only brought them up and noticed.
I got your point.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I got your point.
I'm like, anomalies. So.
The unicorns and anomalies. Yes. Tom Brady never stopped playing football.
Correct.
LeBron has never stopped playing basketball.
Right.
This man stopped in 2020. We're at the bare ass end of 2025. And he's about to start a football game in today's NFL.
After being out for 5 years.
Being out for 5 years. Now, granted, this man was never the mobile quarterback at all.
Listen, I'm with you. I'm with you when you're right, Transformer. No argument.
So these D tackles running 4.6s and 4.5s.
So what does this say about the NFL where the people on your team, the guys you got on practice squad, the guys you got second and third string taking all these reps, who are they?
Anthony Richardson is a bust. Thank you. Thank you, Sneed.
Right.
That was my other point. What is Anthony Richardson? I told y'all didn't want to listen.
Who's y'all?
I'm talking to everybody. I'm like,
okay.
Let me point at the screen.
Good.
I told y'all Anthony Richardson is a bust. He needs to switch his position and pull a Terrell Pryor. He's still there.
He's on the roster?
He's still there.
He's making money?
He's still there.
Yeah. No way.
He was just like, he got hurt on the sideline like, 4 or 5 weeks ago.
How many games did he play last year?
That tells you
6, maybe? I think
so. The guy who played 6 games in your offense last year can't get on the field today.
But when I said he was a bum, I was being mean.
But that tells you what they think of the dude, right? So
he played how many games last year? He played 11 games last year.
If this was pre-trade deadline,
he played 2 this year. He was the backup in 2 games this year.
Probably. But again, this is the part that we're leaving out, right?
Would be a different story.
I think so, but the part where we're leaving out and forgetting because it looks so egregious that, again, Phillip Rivers is 44. Cam had his comments. Cam is still in great shape. Here's the bigger problem. In life, we all know relationships matter. Am I right?
Oh, he's on IR right now.
That's why the whole that's why the whole thing is about, opportunities to get in rooms to forge those relationships. And as I mentioned earlier, Phillip Rivers talks to Shane Steichen every week. They have a relationship. He knows him. He knows that system that they're running. He's been in that organization before. I'm not trying to say it's okay, Transformer.
No, but it just sounds worse when you say it like that.
That's fine, but I'm talking to one of the legitimate factors that I'm sure led to this signing. Relationships matter.
I wonder how many people was talking to Peyton Manning post.
I'm sure they talk. Well, Peyton Manning was totally broken down. But regardless, I'm sure over time they were talking like, hey, I might need you. This kid, Anthony Richardson, he's no good. I might need you. Would you be willing to? Can you think maybe talk to your wife? Is it all right? I know you got the 10 kids.
Talk to grandma.
Right? All these things. You telling me you don't think Shane Steichen was saying all this stuff when they was talking every week? Hey, Phillip, have you thought about it? Have you talked to the lady? I know you got, 10 kids. I know you're a granddad now. You want to have something put to the side for him. All these things, right? Help me out for this year. That's all I need it for. We'll go from there. It'll help develop Riley Leonard. You're a veteran. He would, he could work well with you. Right? All these things. And so relationships matter. And Phillip said, all right, cool, man. Let's go get this dough. Right? Relationships matter.
The relationships can cause you to get fired.
Yes. He's not getting fired, though. He's not getting fired.
That's egregious.
And it couldn't have just been him, right? The GM had to sign off on this. The owner had to sign off, right?
Everybody got to go. Somebody got to go.
I think you're missing my point, man.
I'm not. No, I understand. I can conversate with anybody. I'm not saying stop stop having conversations. Bring him in as a staff member. The man is 44 years of age. We saw what Tom Brady looked like when he was 44. Look, it was a wrap, and he was playing consistently until he was 40. I think he was 43. Actually, I don't even think he hit 44.
I think it was in his 40s. One of those first 2 seasons in his 40s, he stopped doing the training camp thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was really the only reduction you saw in any type of changes to how he played.
Tom Brady's last year, he was 45 years of age. Okay, 45 years of age.
And he was bad.
And it was a bad season for him.
It was really bad.
Wasn't he still over 4,000 yards passing?
Yeah, but it's two things. The team wasn't perfect.
Right.
And he was 45, right?
Yeah, that age, the team has to be perfect around him.
Yeah, because he got beat by the Saints or something that year in the playoffs?
The Cowboys.
Cowboys, that's what it was.
Cowboys
that's what it
yeah.
was. Yeah, Cowboys smoked him.
Pasture.
Everybody he hit a wall, and that was 45 years in after playing 23 straight. So he had to play 23 straight and have a diet routine that is beyond this world. What was it called? The T. The T something. It was. He had his own.
I think it's all a scam, bro. I don't think he was
TB12, the TB12 method.
TB12, the TB12.
I don't believe it. It's all a scam.
Whatever it was, he stayed in shape. It kept him looking good. That's my point. I don't get in all these fads. I don't believe in any of them really, but it kept him in shape. Phillip Rivers' face was the size of my computer screen
because he's been drinking Miller Lights, bro, and he's been eating a bunch of potatoes.
Well, I bet he thinks he can still sling it though,
and he probably could put speed on it, bro. But it's not. But
it's
not
playing in the NFL.
The speed, like his processing, and like if he has to throw, like it's not an option. That's going to be an ugly third down, bro.
Yeah.
The ball's going to pop up, and he's going to be on his back thinking, "Why am I here?"
You know, Tom Brady has the most first downs in NFL history.
I can see it.
Played a long time, bro.
Yeah.
It's a lot of go on his his Pro Football Reference. That whole 23 line is like all gold.
right.
All gold. Most attempts, most completions, most games started, most yards, most touchdowns, most first downs, most what was that? Most comebacks led by a quarterback, most game-winning drives, approximate value in attempt. He's even the best at that. Wow, that's insane. Man played 23 marvelous seasons.
Marvelous.
An outstanding record of 251-82.
And there were more talented quarterbacks in the league the whole time.
Yeah. The Peyton Mannings, the
work ethic was different though. And not necessarily different than, but like he knew he was never that dude, so he outwork you. Like, that's real.
And when it mattered the most, he got it done. Except for the Cowboys, that is. But they kind of.
All right, let's go ahead and let's take a couple calls on this.
Sent them home.
Definitely sent them home.
The inability of these teams to be prepared for these situations is crazy.
Well, I mean, you had 3 quarterbacks. You couldn't assume that they would all go down, right?
That's crazy.
What's up, Edward?
Man, what's up, fellas, man? How y'all doing? But let me go get, man, Transformer brother, you know I'm with you when you're right, and I'm right with you when they say they should have reached out to Cam Newton. But, man, Cam Newton, the front end of his career did not end the way it was for the back end of his career.
Not close.
His antics and everything like that, man. He talked about it. It's so crazy. He talked about how the Carolina Panthers don't have no type of pictures or anything with Cam Newton. So it all that does play a factor in, man, damn, Phillip Rivers. I know, and then plus I think his situation, they said with Cam, man, he couldn't throw the ball like how he used to no more. And
he was
never accurate though.
Nope.
Yeah, he was never accurate.
No,
it was never his forte. He was a game man. He was a game player. I mean, game player.
Yeah.
Playmaker. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also with Phil, bruh, did he have like an ACL injury or something like that, or was it an MCL?
Phillip Rivers?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, if it did, it was 5 years ago. He should be well healed after that.
Man, it's true, but hey, the older you get, those injuries, man, they can come back and hunt you. And then also,
That's true.
Also with that being said, y'all talked about Tom Brady. Tom Brady went to where it was tropical, so he knew where to go to. And
that's a good point too.
NFC, he went to the NFC South, and then also like with Fields, they in a dome. The Colts they play in a dorm, so
yeah,
it's gonna shape up a dome. You know what I'm saying, on top of the dome, Paul. But yeah, so all that does play a situation, even though it's crazy. But man, dog, it just sucks, man. Then plus, hey, when it came to the they QB they drafted, I didn't call you one of those dumb. I ain't say, call you dumb. He was a bust, and it sucked.
Eddie, people don't like Cam Newton.
Yeah,
it's not that complicated.
That's what I say. His the backing of his career did not. It came up at it. I said with Carolina, they don't have nothing. This man brought y'all an MVP, took y'all to the Super Bowl, and man, I can't remember none of the players that he took to the Super Bowl that was on that roster.
A reminder that Cam Newton does not have flowing hair. Just a reminder.
Yeah.
True indeed, but here's the thing, and this is I got to go back to this. Cam Newton himself acknowledged they don't want the circus, so don't bring the circus. What the hell is wrong with you? You want to play, but you want to do what you want to do. Like, people not bright, man. Real talk.
Yeah,
was that the whole situation with Kaepernick? He wanted his things on his terms. He wanted to
exactly,
and the ownerships and these GMs, they're like, no, it's not going to be like
that's
not
not
like that's he was and to Kaepernick, to respect the point, he was prepared for the outcome. He was.
Yeah. Was he? He's still trying to get back in the league.
I understand, but he's prepared to be stonewalled. He knows.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Man, nah, hell no. It's over with, dude.
Yeah.
Nah.
It's not that different though, in respect of how they can't get a sniff. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not that different.
He took the check. So they don't want to give him another one.
Man, his guy Pete Carroll could have at least, you know what I'm saying, if he really want to get in, Pete Carroll could have reached out to him. He could have joined the Raiders, but
Pete Carroll's a joke. Like it's never. He's not going to be able to help Cam Newton in this case. Nobody's willing to help Cam Newton in this case.
If we're setting records of old this year, oldest coach in NFL history.
If somebody gives Cam Newton an opportunity, it's going to violate what the NFL has been doing on trend. They only did it for Brady,
right?
I thought y'all were talking about cabinet. That's what I said with the joint. But yeah, I agree with you though, Sneed. I agree with you, man. But I'm gonna let somebody else call in and everything like that. But let's make sure we get the like and subscribe up for the fellas on this platform, man.
Thanks, Eddie.
Hey, appreciate you, Edward. Thank you, brother.
Always.
All right, brother.
All right. Yeah, good call from Edward there. Yeah, man.
Old man.
I just.
Oh man,
you going to talk about they don't want the circus, and you mad? Shut up.
They get a circus regardless.
You want to talk about disingenuous, bro?
They get a circus. What
you want to talk about disingenuous, bro? Those glasses don't even fit, bro. He got those out of a dollar machine, bro. The thing with the teeth that you gotta scroll around.
I buy direct.
He's always got something around his neck. Maybe he's being fed on by a vampire. That's what I was saying. Maybe there's a vampire feeding on him and he doesn't want people to know.
Man, shut up.
What? Serious.
We got a man who's diabetic on the left, and you want to talk about the man freaking vampire bites on the right. Get out of here. I don't know. That man got type 2 diabetes.
Does he?
My name is Wilford Brimley, and I have diabetes.
Get out of here.
I'm just saying.
It causes me to be irritable, and I smack my wife.
Whoa. We on the Format Podcast do not in any way advocate or lessen the seriousness.
And then I realized my wife has been gone for 15 years. Who the hell did I slap?
Who the hell did I slap?
Yo, y'all wild, man.
You saw those commercials, bro.
Yeah, those were some wild commercials. But yeah,
my wife has gone for 15 years. Who the hell did I slap?
You know what, though? The NFL has to love this Phillip Rivers thing. It's bringing a lot of attention today.
That's crazy. It's nuts, bro.
Circus.
All PR is good PR, right?
Oh, no, we don't do that for Sir
Cam Newton would still be a bigger circus. I'm just saying.
They'll do
certain
that for
scene.
And
certain
then
scenes.
did you hear when he was like, when he talked, what he said, what did he say? The brothers and sisters that came out of his scrotum, and I'm like, what?
Dude, crazy talk, bro.
Right.
Just anything.
And can we also acknowledge, like, Phillip Rivers has one children's mother? Cam has like a lot for no reason.
That was a topic on one of his shows, I think, wasn't it? His show covers a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's
they go all over the place.
Yeah. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
What?
I kind of wish the Browns were playing the Colts, man. This would be a nice week to play them.
What? What? Who's talking about?
Coach T. I don't know what he's talking about. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. I don't get it.
I don't know.
Got the nerve to talk about Cam.
I guess the scarf was a touchy subject, bro.
Gonna bring up vampires. Oh, say how you just go off track,
bro. Didn't Pepe Le Pew, the cartoon character, the skunk, have a scarf on, bro?
Did he wear a scarf?
Maybe that's the inspiration. No. Maybe it's Pepe Le Pew.
I don't know.
Did he? No, I think the girl had the scarf.
Yeah, he always.
I think the girl had the scarf.
Get in like, yeah. Pepe was wild though. Pepe would get locked up. He was wild.
Pepe would definitely get locked up.
Shorty used to be trying to leave, and he'd be like, grabbing.
Nope.
Yeah. Pepe would get locked up today for sure. No go.
Yeah, no, he didn't have a scarf.
Nah. Yo, you looked him up? You looked up Pepe?
Yeah, because I was like, I don't think he ever wore
No,
a scarf.
it's not that serious. As occasionally he did rock the scarf. See,
he did.
Pepe,
I gotta
remember how he used to spread around, bro. He used to try to get a swerve on, bro.
Pepe was slick, man.
Oh, he did. Yeah, I see one.
Oh my gosh. Yo, this show is wild, man. I gotta say.
Oh, Pepe Le Pew definitely would have got banned this year, bro. I mean this society, boy,
canceled.
I mean,
locked up.
First of all, Disney would have never approved of this show ever.
Bro, Pepe Le Pew was like the original Huggy, bro.
Pepe Le Pew was the creepest of creep, bro. That man was stopping.
Hugger, she'd be like trying to squirm out of his grasp. And
he'd be like,
like, yo, Pepe, what are you doing?
Hey, Pepe was a real deal.
Yeah, yes, you're right, Chief.
He was the real deal.
Cartoons were wild.
Dog.
Yeah. Wild. All right, let's go to the final topic, y'all. Out here bugging out, talk about some wild stuff.
You brought up vampires. What the hell?
And then I thought of Pepe Le Pew because of that, bro.
On his neck. Like, if you actually read Dracula or if you watch the movie, when he was feeding on the chick.
I've seen vampires movies, bro. You don't have to explain that.
So then
explain the diabetes on the left.
Vampire.
So explain the diabetes.
I'm just saying, man. All right, let's go.
I'm not gonna let you get on Cam, but you finna let Philip slide. Nah, bro, get on Mr. Diabetic.
He might be, but
before you get on Cam,
man, let me get that man a diuretic, bro.
Man, like he need Ozempic right now.
Kind of looks like Luca last year a little bit, bro.
Bro,
what you got, Coach?
You're trying to act like you don't understand what I was saying.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you were saying.
Through the middle, halfway through this segment, you went in on Cam Newton because you talking about he be talking about some weird shit on his podcast, going
that's what I figured.
Going ridiculous and speaking in high pitched voices and acting anime, and then you're gonna bring up vampires.
That's what I figured. That's what he was talking about.
Okay, not really sure where that's the analogy.
You're gonna talk about this man wearing a scarf around his neck because he hiding vampire prints on his neck. Like,
okay. I was like, huh? What is he talking? I really had no idea what you were saying.
Yeah, I figured that's what he was meaning.
All right, thank you for clarifying.
So now you get the contradiction of your comment.
No, I still don't see it that way, but okay.
Yeah, you do.
I got it. I don't. I think it's definitely apples to oranges.
I think it's very clever.
Everybody does it on their show to keep the audience entertained and keep the ratings up. You know this, Bruce.
I have no problem with admitting something. I just didn't catch it. Yasmin. What's up? Salam alaikum, sister.
All right, let's move on. I just wanted to clear up what I said.
All right, cool. Got you.
What did I just hit?
She's like, I just knocked out.
I just knocked out something.
Right.
Is that your
What
wife?
she did, bro. I just asked for a kiss, bro, and she broke something.
Just tripped over the table.
Oh man.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All on my screen.
I know, right? All right. Transform, it is you, man. Go ahead. Let's ride.
All right. So the NBA Cup is finally set. It will be the San Antonio Spurs versus the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks defeated the Orlando Magic before the San Antonio Spurs finally gave OKC their second loss of the season, thanks to Snead's quick hit earlier. Oh, I believe it was your quick hit, Bruce. I think it was yours. It was Snead that was talking about Wemby. Okay. Snead's quick hit. Discussing Victor Wembanyama's massive show-out performance, only playing 21 minutes and had a plus-minus of 21, points of 22, 6 of 11 from the field, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, and was a key cog in every defensive run that the San Antonio Spurs had against OKC. So, guys, what do we think about the matchup? We got Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns versus Victor Wembanyama and De'Aaron Fox, set for the NBA Cup Finals. Defensively, I believe the matchup goes to San Antonio.
Correct.
Offensively, I think the matchup still goes to San Antonio. These guys can freaking run. However, they do have a Bunsen burner by the name of Jalen Brunson who could give you 40 at any point. I believe last night he had 35 points in 3 quarters and ended up with, I believe, like 41. He kind of cooled off in the 4th quarter. So, guys, NBA Cup is set. Competitive games I saw in these last 2 games. Do we see this being a positive thing moving forward? And or who's winning this cup?
So, relative to what the cup has become, I think it's good. I think it's worked out nicely. I don't think it's like the type of thing is going to all of a sudden get the NBA getting that much attention as compared to the NFL. They're just not going to be able to compete with the league. But it's made the players play better basketball.
Correct.
Right? Especially once you get past like the opening round or whatever, and you start to get the teams that are like aware that we can win the NBA Cup. That'll be nice, right? But for the teams like the Spurs, it's their arrival moment, right? So they're trying to show and prove and kind of exclaim to the world of who they are. And the Knicks, obviously, they have something to play for because they think they're the cream of the crop in the East, and they want to get back to the Eastern Conference Finals and compete for a title. They've got their guys. The thing about the Spurs, man, and it, like, let's say they win the cup tonight. Is it tonight or tomorrow night?
But I think it's next week.
No,
it's next week.
I thought it was tomorrow.
It's tomorrow night. Okay,
it's tomorrow night. No,
if they win in convincing fashion, and
it's
they,
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Oh, it's Tuesday. If they win in convincing fashion and beat the Knicks, and it's like now without discussions about the Spurs and Wemby and this team now being a legitimate force in the Western Conference, everybody's looking for someone to dethrone the Thunder. The Thunder won how many straight games? Like 20 something?
I think it was 23.
16 straight.
16? Yes, you're right. Yeah. 17. I think it was 17.
So they've lost 2 games this year. Right? So anytime a team beats the Thunder, it's going to be like, oh, this is the blueprint to beat the Thunder. But these matchup problems that they pose on all these positions, the Spurs are a really exciting team right now. So it's not about the NBA Cup so much, but it's about the Spurs and the NBA Cup. Like if this was the Rockets, for example, same thing. KD, Rockets, the Western Conference, or if this was Joker, it's Wemby and the NBA Cup. That's why this is such a big deal.
Yeah. Bruce?
Yeah. No, agree with everything Steve said. For me, I think the bigger issue is, 1, do fans really care about the NBA Cup? 2,
they will if they're playing like this.
Okay. 2, I think creating the NBA Cup only speaks to what Adam Silver knows and has tried to hide, is that the quality of play in the league has decreased over time. Now, that said, I think the future looks bright, right? I do see more competitive players, see more complete players. I see a little more defense in this next generation, so that's cool. But I think that Adam Silver knows that there's a problem, so he was, much like this new All-Star format, grasping at straws, trying to make people care. Now, there is credit due for him, being a leader and working with the other owners in trying to make something happen, trying to improve the product. But it also says, like, I've been lying to you all this time when I'm telling you this is the best NBA product we've ever put forward. We know that's not the case. So coming up with this is kind of like, So you have this, and I think I could be wrong. I think a lot of people don't even know how the NBA Cup works. We do a sports podcast. I've been watching the NBA for years, and I've had to look up a couple of times and actually read on how this thing works because I'm like, I don't understand it. But here's the thing. I also found out the other day, I did not know this. Like we joke on the Lakers for hanging up the NBA Cup banner, right? And not because it didn't matter, but because they are the Lakers. They got, was that 17? How many you got? 17 or 18?
One less, so 17.
17.
Y'all
got 17 of the real ones, right? And we joke on y'all like that shouldn't even matter. That should be, rolled up in a back room somewhere, the NBA Cup banner, because that's not to the Lakers standard, right? Yeah. And so I just found out the other day the NBA mandates that you hang that up if you win the NBA Cup.
Because they're trying to push it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like
I thought we talked about that.
No, we didn't.
We talk about it? I think we talked about it offline, maybe.
Could be.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, all right, cool. And then you have the weird factor of, and it's not that serious, just beat me to it. All the games count except the championship game. So now you don't have the stats. And it's just going to be a weird thing. And then down the road, you're going to have teams like, oh, well, we have this many NBA Cup championships. And it's like, yeah, that's cool, but that's not the real thing, right? So I don't know. It's all weird. But to your point, if these guys play hard and really compete, then maybe it will change things eventually. And that's cool. The other side of the coin that you brought up, Transformer, man, the Spurs are good. And that's not denigrating the Knicks at all, not taking a shot at them. But the Spurs are athletic. They're young. They run. They defend. That's a good team. And that matchup of Stephon Castle and Jalen Brunson, that's a good matchup. Because Castle defends, and he's athletic, and he can score. He'll put some pressure on Jalen Brunson to defend, but they're probably just going to hide Jalen.
You know what's really good, though, Bruce?
Make Josh Hart defend him. What's up, Sneak?
What's really good about this is people are finally getting to see De'Aaron Fox. I've said this on multiple occasions. He's a top 5 guard in the league.
When
it comes to abilities, he's really, really good.
Mm-hmm. He's been hit in bad spots, like
right, and he's been injured. He's been limited in play. But like if this is the groove that's starting to form, we're going to be seeing a lot of the Spurs, and part of their achievement is going to be contingent upon him finding success as a player, and facilitating the offensive efficiency of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's been games where he's 25 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, super productive. But it's the dynamics. It's having several weapons. You just having 2 good players on an NBA team doesn't win a chip anymore. You need 2 really good players, and then you need definitive role players.
Really good role player,
go to role. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And so, even with all of that, Wemby's got to stay healthy. It's not that serious. Just said it. He's got to stay healthy. However, you're seeing what the Spurs are able to do here because over this last 12-game stint that Wemby wasn't there, the Spurs went 9-3. Yeah. So even when he's not there, I don't know if they can win everything, like win it all.
A series, right? A series changes everything. You got to play the same team, for 2 weeks straight.
Right.
So you're going to exploit weaknesses. You're going to really target, the whatever Wemby would be doing that you don't have a guy to come in and do that.
Right. So you need to have your big gun. So totally get it.
So I think as we're talking about the NBA Cup, it's growing into something meaningful because these players are. I hear it a lot during the broadcast. These players are looking at the end of the bench. They're like, "Yeah, man, this is just more than just a championship, like a tournament." There we go. This is more than just a tournament. But these folks at the end of this bench don't get paid anything. So that 500,000 to them looks real good. That looks real good. So, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of motivation. And like I said, I enjoyed both of the games yesterday, watching the Knicks and the Orlando Magic. And I definitely enjoyed the OKC San Antonio. That game was back and forth. Every time Wemby sat down, it was like, uh-oh. But when he came in, boy, look, he changed the whole dynamic of the entirety of the game.
Plus 20 in 7 minutes on the floor in the first half. Plus 20.
Yeah.
that plus minus is insane. That his impact is wild.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
it was crazy. Sure. And the way they had to try to defend him is just they threw everything in the kitchen sink at him, and they just couldn't slow him down.
Transformer, the irony of it is just Chet's there. Chet was active.
Yeah, and Hartenstein. So you got 2 7-footers, and they still couldn't do nothing.
But Chet's he's like Wemby in that abnormally tall,
stringy,
out of the ordinary. That they're still kind of athletic, bro.
Yeah,
even at that. So it's like they have their version of Wemby, and he couldn't stop nothing.
Right. Well, I mean, that just shows you're always going to have somebody who's better and someone who's not. You know, even if they have like physical traits, it's just one of those.
The Thunder are going to watch that film and be like, man, how do we, if he's on like that, like, how do we deal with this?
How do we slow that down?
And they also have to be concerned. He only played 21 minutes. So when this guy is playing 35.
A lot of damage.
Yeah. But Luke Cornett, Luke Cornett, that's not his spot. He's a bench player.
Right, for sure.
So he was minus 15 as a starter.
Oh,
Wemby was plus 21 on the bench.
Right.
So that clearly shows you. I mean, you give Wemby 10 more minutes, which would put him right there under his league average, I believe was like 33, 34 minutes a game. He'll be at 31 minutes, and this game would have probably been over before the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You said he was training with Shaolin monks, bro?
Shaolin monks.
Yeah,
yes.
During the summer.
I'm about to sign me up, bro.
It's out there holding boulders with both hands just for 50 minutes at a time, like
punching burning sand.
I think there's a mentality shift now when he's in the game.
Yeah, and you saw it. It was immediate. He went and got straight, and he said it after the game. His post game, he was like, "I knew I was going to be on a minutes restriction, so I knew I had to make a difference the moment I checked into the game." Yeah. Every time he checked into the game, they went right to him.
Transformer.
Yeah,
they were knocking him down. He was on his.
Oh yeah, he was on the floor
Yeah.
You know what else I think is interesting too? With Wemby on the floor, like as anyone else, any one of those other four, you can defend even more aggressively because you know if he gets beat, if you get beat, he's going to protect you.
Yep.
A Dream, right? A Dream or a David Robinson or even a Ewing, those type of guys, a Mount Mutombo, you can defend more aggressively on the perimeter because you know they got your back if you get beat.
Yeah, they got problems.
That makes a difference.
Yeah. You're going to beat that shit into the 5th row.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, man, what's up, man? You thought you had that floater? Nah, that thing getting sent back to the other side of the court.
I'm waiting for the day where Wemby turns his arms into baseball bats, bro, and just puts pain onto somebody. Like when the game starts getting chippy and things start because he's getting knocked down a lot. He will get frustrated at some point and have to swing back. You know?
Good.
Yeah. I like the little flex he put on what was his face?
Yeah, but Casey Wallace. But
Casey Wallace, yeah.
But Wallace, he didn't care, bro. He's like, yeah, whatever.
Like, what? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Bro, you got to remember the physics of it. You got to remember the physics of it. Casey Wallace is a sturdy dude.
Yeah.
You know, Wemby, I guess if it's
I didn't get it because Wemby didn't get the ball up. Like Casey Wallace fouled him.
Yeah, that's
and like the ball didn't. It's not like it was an and one. Wemby still flexed on him.
But why is it good? Wemby's basically saying, "I'm here, so
I'm here. Yeah,
bring it." You know?
Casey just walked off like I don't know what the hell he's flexing for.
But if you hit him with one of them Shaolin kicks, bro, I think something could happen to Casey Wallace, bro. I think
hit him with one of them shining elbows, like oh shit. Casey
Wemby about to turn into Dragonfly Jones, bro. This is crazy.
Wow. What up, Logan? Salam, brother. Logan says, could the Dream do anything with Wemby?
Yes, absolutely.
I said he'd kill him.
Absolutely.
He's much
because think about it. He had to go against Ralph Sampson in practice.
Sean Bradley, Ralph Sampson. Who are those? George Murasan, Manupo. Those guys were
Wemby is much better than those guys, but I think he would give Wemby the business. Pause.
Yeah, Wemby would have to stay on the perimeter.
Yeah. And that's no disrespect to Wemby. Wemby is.
I think there would be an adjustment period. Wemby would have to play Dream differently than he does everybody else.
Correct.
You have to play a different game.
Correct. Yeah.
He'll be at the perimeter a lot.
Yeah. But I think he can handle, though.
Take Dream out of the paint.
All right. Let's take a couple calls real quick.
D-Rob would give him some problems, too.
Absolutely. Yo, D-Rob. people don't understand how much of a D-Rob would absolutely
Prime Shaq would have given Wemby some real issues.
Bro, Orlando Shaq? I'm not even Prime Shaq.
Yeah.
Orlando Shaq.
See, those guys would have made Wemby have to work. And that would make the game different for Wemby because he'd be more tired and exhausted.
No,
you know,
those guys have put Wemby on IR. Shaq would have put Wemby on IR. It just wouldn't be. Ben Wallace would have put Wemby on IR. Those guys were physically more imposing than Wembyama. This man has fallen to Chet Holmgren and Carson Wallace. 2001 Shaq is putting that boy in the 5th row.
I remember the Yao Ming battles with Shaq and Yao.
Yeah,
you know,
but Yao Ming was like 350.
Way more sturdy in his.
Yeah, he was like 350.
But that's kind of what I'm saying is that was a sturdy individual. This isn't that.
Yeah.
Correct. Edward, what's good, man?
Oh my God! Somebody
Here we go.
Hold on. So as soon as somebody said somebody Hakeem Olajuwon won, y'all know he's gonna take his boy. So
it's not about that.
I know I would have took him too, Bruce. So I'm agreeing with him. Okay. So I'm just saying they shouldn't have said nothing like that. But anyway, man, it was a good game last night, and I enjoyed it. I didn't get a chance to watch the Knicks and Orlando. I really wanted to watch the Spurs and OKC.
That was a good game.
Yeah, that was a hell of a game. And then let me say this here, man. Okay, so Bruce, you believe in hot takes, right?
Hot take.
I understand what hot takes are. Go on.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad you said it. So Rob Parker said that OKC is a bad NBA team for the league.
OKC is a bad NBA team?
No, Rob Parker said that OKC is bad for the league.
Like as they're dominant
differently than what the league wants.
Well, not even that, just because of how dominant they are, and right now they don't really have a rival, right? So you need an enemy, you need a
small market team,
a rival. You need a
small market team. They play defense. They're not flashy. They don't have stars.
Right. You need a Celtics to the Lakers type of deal.
Correct. If they dominate too easily for too long, it gets boring. It's just like, even though technically when Golden State was dominating, they made
Cleveland.
They made a lot of money for the league, right? Well, for Golden State, but that ratings actually went down. Like, it got boring because it was like, okay, well, we know what this is. Especially when they got KD, like, it wasn't good for the league. Go ahead, Edward.
It was a whitewash, yeah.
But I didn't like that. I'm like, damn, you play who's in front of you. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I mean, hey, look.
Well,
he's not dissing OKC. He's just saying that it's not going to be big of a boost in like showing and ratings. Like, it's not because like if OKC just dominates by themselves and they have nobody to impose them, then it gets boring. It gets boring to watch. But if OKC ran into like San Antonio year after year and it's always back and forth, now you have a story, you have drama, you have the dramatic part about it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I thought it was going to be like, the OKC in Minnesota, with Ant, he had his little commercial with Cat Williams on there, dissing SGA and all that kind of stuff. I thought that could have been a rivalry, but the Spurs, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
But so let me ask you guys this: who y'all taking, the Knicks or the Spurs?
I got the Spurs.
Yeah, I got the Spurs too. So, but that's what I'm going with. And then good Victor Wembanyama, he stay on his path, man. He just got to, like y'all guys say, he got to stay healthy everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Just stay on the floor. I mean, even though he was flexing on little guys, but you know something though, I watched that series. I seen every time when when Victor has the ball, he's looking for Chet Holmgren because he want to put him in the casket, and Chet always switch off on him.
Well,
I don't know if y'all noticed
those guys don't like each other. They're similar in size. Chet believes they're similar in ability, and I love the fact that Chet wants to compete against him. I like it. What's the problem?
Don't like him.
Huh?
Hello,
Edward.
Did we lose you, brother?
I think we lost him. I think he's in a bad spot. But to pick up where he left off, I love that those guys don't like each other.
That Boost Mobile, bro.
Yeah, I'm sick of all these buddies out there, man. Nah, I want dudes having a problem with each other. I want dudes wanting to go at each other on the floor. I think that's official.
Yeah.
So like, why is it a problem that Chet sees him and Chet switches? Hey, I got that. Isn't that what we talk about all the time? Dudes not taking up the challenge. Oh, I got that. Chet wants to go out and defend this guy, even if he's getting cooked. He's not saying, "Oh, switch." He's saying, "Nah, let's get it." Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Question for you guys: why don't these guys, these top 10, top 20 players in the league, right? These difference makers on the floor, why don't they talk about the game more on their podcast? Why do they talk about old stuff? Why do they talk about former players? Why do they talk about GOAT debates? Why don't they talk about their era that they're in right now and challenging each other and pushing each other, knowing that in order for them to be great, they need competitive forces in there? They don't talk about these things.
Not built for
It's
that.
seen as hating. It's seen as
that's it.
Stepping on my brand and yada yada.
Yeah,
yada. This is the problem where everybody gets a shoe deal and everybody gets a brand. It's that's what it's called. It caused a big problem.
Right. What up, Bruce?
How y'all feeling, man?
Bruce,
what's going on? What's up? What's going on, Mr. Transformer?
What's going on, Brucey?
I hear you. 27 coming up real soon. But I watched the game in its entirety last night. I watched the Colts closely. I think the chink in OKC armor. You got a team that can match up with them youth with aggression. I think a healthy Spurs team would give OKC some problems. Not to say that they'll beat them in a 7-game series, but it'll be scary for them, man. That Spurs team, man, is young, athletic, aggressive. They got stars. They got a potential Wemby. They got a unicorn in Wemby. You got a star in De'Aaron Fox. You got a young budding star in Castle. You got a young budding, young talented, uber talented rookie. And what's my name? DJ Harper.
Dylan Harper.
Dylan Harper. Yes, he's really good. He's good. Then you got a good young glue guy in the cell. You got a nice backup big and Cornet. They got all the pieces to compete defensively with OKC. What I saw last night, they move their feet well. They lock up. They get back on defense. And the main thing about the Spurs young core is talented young core. They dogs, and they want that work. They want it. They with it. Then De'Aaron Fox, you know what he can do. Then Castle, young, strong pit bull. And of course, Wemby. I just think from what I seen last night, not saying they'll knock them off in 7, but it's very, very possible with a healthy Spurs team from going into the playoffs, they will give OKC some trouble. Matter of fact, the Spurs will give anybody some trouble from what I've seen last night.
Yeah.
They're young, they're hungry. It seems like the coach knows what he's doing. He's pushing.
He's doing a great job.
He's doing a great job, man. Even when Wemby was out, they went 9-3 without Wemby. So that's a big sign of a coach that knows what they're doing, man, and they actually playing for him, and they're listening to him, and the philosophy that they have with the Spurs right now is working, and it's a great thing. Only pushback I got with this damn Emirates damn trophy things, damn in Las Vegas, the damn crowd was dead as I don't know what, because it seems like it's more casuals watching in Vegas than true-blooded fans. You feel me? If you go back and watch, the crowd was dead. Like, what's going on? Then I understand they're in Vegas, they're in the neutral site. They're not like they're in the mecca of. Now, that game was played in New York or LA somewhere where true hooping fans like really love basketball. But that game last night was Vegas. They
ain't got no true hooper fans nowhere else except New York, bro.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, New York, man, a mecca of basketball, brother. You manage that these games were at.
I mean, lots of places where they love hoops, bro, and they play damn good basketball.
So I'm just saying, that's true. But imagine this game was this game. Yes, these games was in the mecca of basketball.
So you're saying the platform should be bigger?
Yes.
Okay.
If you go back and look at the game, the crowd was dead.
When you're in the Garden,
it's different, bro.
But then that gives the Knicks a home court advantage. That's not what the Cup wants.
Well, in this case, it would, yeah.
It got to be a neutral site. That's what I'm saying.
The only thing is this, Bruce. I agree with you, man. The only thing I'll say is to Sneed, why do you think that through all these years we've seen all the great players, they all say they love playing in MSG and they all go off in that building, man. Right? There's something about being there. And that's no shade to anyone else. It's just something about there.
Everybody cooks the Knicks.
I mean, we can look at Reggie, Kobe, Mike.
Everybody cooks the Knicks.
Mamba used to show up at MSG, bro.
LeBron,
Even
right?
if the game was played at the Barclays Center, just being in New York for the basketball game of that magnitude, it'd have been way better than that crap that we seen in Las Vegas with a crowd that's a bunch of rich casuals probably there on vacation. The crowd just was absolutely trash.
But that's because it was even. That's what you get when you have an even platform. I mean, not platform, an even fan base. It wasn't everybody was there for the OKC. Everybody's there for San Antonio. It was a good blend of folks who want to watch two teams.
But Transformer, there's a reason why Vegas, though. The reason is they want to get a team there. And the second thing is,
another reason.
And the second thing is they can accommodate 10 million unique visitors every week in Vegas. It's built for tourists.
Yeah.
It's easy to get. It's easy to set that up.
That's a good
All
point.
I'm saying, the ambiance of basketball wasn't alive in those games, as far as like the crowd.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it just wasn't there. Like,
I don't know if Vegas is a basketball city. That's a great point you're making, man. And it's not even about New York. Maybe just Vegas is like Vegas. Obviously, a fantastic fight town. It's become a good football town. It might just not be a great basketball city. I don't know. That's a great point you make, man.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you got to build a neutral site. So, other than that, man, I'm getting ready for this 1 o'clock game. Your boys had a great day.
All right, brother.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Let me say this one time. The Ravens lose today is over. It's done. It's done. There's no turning back from this. But
yeah, it would be tough.
Hey, man. Yeah. Hey, man. Great show this morning. I'll holler at y'all boys.
Hey, appreciate you, brother. Have a great one.
This is what I was saying. That game was more for basketball fans, not OKC or saying it's because you heard like they were hyping, getting loud for both sides when they was both making runs. So like you're not going to get that woo wah, that loud ambiance like you would in Madison Square Garden because a fan base isn't necessarily one sided. There, you know what I mean? It was a good mixture of different basketball fans watching the game of basketball. So
right.
That would explain the crowd that he was listening to.
No doubt. Nino, what's good, brother?
What's up, guys?
Maintain it, man.
Hey,
what's happening?
That was a good game yesterday, y'all boys crazy. But hey, this was my take from it, Bruce. This particular game, Bruce. I thought about that. I watched it about watching the game yesterday, and I thought about what Rich Paul said about organization. And you know what? It hit me that everybody talk about Rich Paul. You talk about the shenanigans, but the stuff he was saying seemed to be true to me. Because you know what I thought about? The Spurs got Wemby, and they didn't just say, "Hey, we got this guy. We're gonna put it all on him and let him roll." How did the Spurs end up getting De'Aaron Fox over there? All-Star, but I don't even know what they gave away to get him.
I'm not going to say, Nino, that Rich Paul wasn't correct because he was. The only thing, the most specific thing that rubs me wrong about his commentary was that same thing we've been hearing for all these years, that LeBron always needs more. He didn't say LeBron needs more, of course, but no matter what team LeBron is on, no matter what players are around LeBron, it's never enough, and that bothers me.
So he was damned by anything he say at that point, because you're taking his past references and you're making it now's reference.
No, well,
he said the Lakers.
Right.
He said they, not him. He said they.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is we've heard this from LeBron and his camp throughout his entire career. LeBron's camp, the LeBron-centric media.
Yeah, but the problem was then, Bruce.
That's the problem for me.
The problem then is the mass media, which there was one form of media. They got to control the narrative through those people. Look at LeBron got a podcast now. Now Rich Paul has a podcast. Why do they have podcasts? They didn't have podcasts before. They didn't do this 5 years ago. They didn't do this 10 years ago. They've lost the influence. They're trying to get the influence. They're trying to maintain control. These platforms that people have now has opened up a lot of eyes and a lot of ears and minds to other possibilities of what's actually happening. Yeah. They feel threatened.
Well, I don't want to make this a LeBron thing, though, guys. I want to stick to the topic of women and organization.
Okay, my bad.
And the building of what Rich Paul said. I'm like saying for him, I get what you're saying about all that, but that's a valid point. But when he said that it's winning organizations, and I'm thinking about the move of women, how did they get popped? You don't got to tell a winning organization to make a move, in my opinion. You're right. Thinking about the history of the game.
You're right.
The Celtics, they drafted well. The Lakers, when they had Jerry West, they drafted real good.
And
Jerry West probably
great
one of the
free
best
agent.
in the business, right?
For sure.
And there you go. And Bruce, you get to what that Bruce said that?
Yeah.
He put together free agents, and they made teams seem like they made teams back in the day.
That's right.
They just didn't put players and just have them on one team. They didn't win. So I'm like, man, it's just not. How big of a gap is the GM? That's what I really want y'all to see. Like, how big of a gap do that make on the team? Like, for versus the talent, like having a good GM that's always getting team together.
I think it makes a huge gap, Nino, and that's a great point that you brought up because, we know that the whole, to that point of organization, the whole Spurs organization has been great for a long time. And Logan in the chat just brought up, he says, would you agree that since David Robinson went to San Antonio, Spurs have been the most consistent NBA team in wins and playoff appearances? And I'd say yes.
And the question is why?
Great
the
job.
question is why?
Because
they build it from scratch.
They have great scouts. They draft well. They have great front office management with Pop, and I can't remember the other guy that was there, but they have a great unit up front. And to this point now, Nino, to this point, Nino, so does OKC. OKC's had that since they came down from Seattle. Like,
listen, Bruce, that's what I didn't know though. I didn't know that. I don't know if I was sleeping or somebody. I watched it on. It's been the same podcast or one of the podcasts. I don't even know if it's true, so that's what I'm saying. Is
okay.
They saying that the Thunder, right, got so many picks that could possibly be low picks coming. Even though they got this team, they got low picks or something that they were saying. Like they have
a lot of
3 lottery picks. They got 3 lottery picks next year.
They could do a lot of things, bro.
Oh my God!
They have a treasure chest, Nino. Yeah, they're loaded. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with it. But
I think they got 15 picks in the next 3 to 4 years.
But don't they already have like all the max players they can have though?
It's not about getting max players though, Bruce. Remember, it's about the supplemental pieces.
Yes,
like you may not be looking to pay Caruso that money anymore.
Minimums.
You know what I'm saying?
That's LeBron.
Exactly.
Minimums. No, I got you.
I'm gonna get off, man. I'm gonna get off and let y'all talk about it, man. That's all I wanted to put out there, man.
No.
This is why I can't.
Point, and Rich Paul was right. I agree when he's talking about organizations.
For Markey.
Yeah. And I agree with that, bro. All right, y'all guys, man.
All right, Nino. Salute, bro.
This is why I can't wait for Markey to flex.
You see Nino slip that in on the cool before he left. That Go Steelers, you see that? He said that real quick.
They beat the Ravens. Yeah. He has the right, I guess.
They got to play him again. Don't worry about it.
But until then, you got to hips and lips.
All right. But yeah, no, Nino that was a great call about organizations and how important they are in terms of team success. Because even what was it? Obviously, you had Michael Jordan, but Jerry Krause and that Bulls organization did an outstanding job as well, putting what they need around him in order to have that success, which obviously became
look at the Knicks,
the best success.
Look at the Knicks. Look at the Sixers.
Mm-hmm.
These are teams that should be winning championships, but they don't and they can't, and we know why.
Yep, bad front office for sure. Chief,
It's
what up?
Freezing in that game.
What up? Hey, Sneak. I'm gonna go back to one of your posts that you had on your thing as it relates to the Cup. Why the Lakers didn't win, and what Rich Paul said. Look at the trends of the guys that are winning. These are young, athletic, long teams.
Gone.
The Lakers, long, young legs. They can go. They can run all day.
That's right.
That just ain't the Lakers right now.
Well, the Lakers have young, but they don't run. Luka's slow.
Yeah.
LeBron's old, but and he doesn't run either. I remember the Timberwolves. I remember those 5 games, bro. I don't forget about nothing. LeBron was getting cooked.
Well, guess what? They didn't have a big man.
Bro, it was 5 things. It was 5. It's not one thing. It's 5 things.
No, it's about 5 things, but I mean, come on. Rudy Gobert can't look like Akeem Olajuwon.
And what about Dante DiVincenzo? Who is he? He looked like a damn star out there.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, when you got those young legs, and if my point guard slow, my shooting guard slow, and my small forward slow, that's 3/5 of the team right there.
And that's the team that's in at the end of the games, right? Right, Chief?
That's the end of the game. And you exactly hit on that. So
-4 is crazy.
Yeah. So, but they won with LeBron. But it's about time for us to move on. That's $50 million. $50 million the Lakers can do to get another player. So the way that the Lakers are built now for the future, they're gonna have to get younger and athletic.
Oh, it's coming. Let Markey work. Watch Markey work.
Yeah.
And Markey we trust.
And Markey we trust.
Yeah, that man don't know nothing but championships and glory. And he ain't bought the Lakers just so he can just have another team. He bought the Lakers so he can get another championship.
Does he win 2 championships by the end of the decade with a reconstruction after Bron?
Oh, yeah, you got $50 million. And
yeah, you got Luka for 5 years. Yeah, that's a possibility.
No.
Right. So yeah, you have to be.
You about to have $55 million in cap space next year? Man,
I got money.
But
he ain't afraid to spend hell. He just he just signed another player for the Dodgers, and they just won the freaking world title.
Need Mo.
He's like, I'm gonna go get another star. I'm like, golly, that blank check in baseball is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah,
blank checks.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. But LeBron ain't the end all be all. I guess LeBron's old. I mean, I'm old man, and I came to that conclusion last year. Shipmate, LeBron's old man. I can't put all my trust in LeBron. He the 4th option, ain't he?
Yeah, he the 4th option.
Damn, wait, so you guys got 8 at 3rd? Legitimately?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
The problem I have with Ayton, Sneed, he got to get more aggressive on the board.
But that's not who he is.
That's not who he is, yeah.
So we're hoping that he becomes this different guy. It's just not happening.
Right.
That's why I think he'll be good at the 4 spot if we get like a Jared Allen or somebody like that at the 5 to push him to the 4.
Yeah, but we got to get some boards, man. And then I'm also I'm putting the coach hat on the Sneed. As far as JJ and his rotations, they don't help out.
He's just reaching. He's trying everything. The thing about it is when you have a certain lineup that just lacks defense, these guys are getting cooked. So when they start rotating, it's just discombobulated.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just disorganized.
Right. But we don't see that in the winning teams like the San Antonios or the OKCs, or I would tell you who my sleeper team is. Cade Cunningham in Detroit.
They're nice, man. They're nice.
You can't be a sleeper if you're on top of the conference.
Yeah. We know who the Pistons are. I don't know if you want to take maybe a sleeper for the to win the finals.
Okay.
Right.
We're not a sleeper in the Eastern Conference. Yeah.
No.
Right. So that's kind of what the point I tried to make in your podcast. Rich Paul was right. It's not that Rich Paul was wrong, but see, the closeness to LeBron is what made it look.
It's not the message; it's the messenger.
The messenger.
But it's LeBron's
LeBron's
mouthpiece, bro. Because LeBron can't come out and say it because the Lakers have a good record.
Yeah.
So LeBron can't come out there and say nothing.
But
he looks like the bad guy.
The problem is we know based on all the things that he said previously throughout the many years, we know what it is with this guy.
He said we're top heavy as shit. Remember that in Cleveland?
Yep.
He can't do that right now because he's averaging 15 points a game and he's shooting like 29% from the field.
Well, no, that's 3. That's 3. He's big. But the thing about it is, if I'm the Lakers, I'm gonna play LeBron. I'm gonna get my $50 million out of him. Then would anybody tell me
55? I think like 54.
I'm getting my $50 million out of LeBron before he got to go.
Yeah.
And then he can go. Bronny can go. JJ can go too. For all that matters, everybody can go after this year.
And Marky, I trust.
And Marky, I trust.
Marky, I trust.
And Marky, I trust.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
So I think we gonna be all right. But LeBron needs to play for $50 million.
It's a lot of dough.
Ain't that right, Bruce? Ain't that right, Bruce?
Yes, Chief. All right, listen.
Hey, all right.
Okay.
All right. Oh, well, I'm about to go ahead and sign off with Bruce. I know how you is about guys honoring their contracts and their money. I know how old school you about that, but you got to play.
No, you're right.
All right.
All right, bro.
All right.
I appreciate the call, Chief.
Go Navy. Who we out?
Navy.
So,
1 o'clock's about to start. Wrap up the show, Bruce.
Yeah, let's do it. You wrap up the show. I always got wrapped up the show.
Because that's what you was about to do anyway. Until I said something.
You could do it though.
Okay, man. We thank you guys for tuning into the Format Podcast. Again, don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and most importantly, share the content to the 15 people that you got in them group chats. We know you're in them. We got 15 group chats alone. If you put us in 5 of them, that just puts us more eyes. All right. And let them know that you calling in on the show, that way they can tune in and get to see you get plastered all over social media. Right. Because we're going to do that. But no, most importantly, man, we think Sneed got what you need. Shout out to SMT Media Network. Make sure you guys are subscribing to his channel. Don't forget to send your flowers to Bruce for the next 364 days because he's going to need it. All right. Go Navy, beat Army. We thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next time. Tuesday morning, we're going to go over the rundown of the NFL. Thank you. Godspeed. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
This guy.
Bruce messed up when he taught me how to say it.
He
messed up.
He never told you that.
He listens well, bro. That's all it is. He just listens well. Paying attention.
Man, I appreciate y'all. And we out. Peace.